hands off the camera. So disappointing. There we go. Oh.
Hands off the camera?
My hand was off frame, out of frame.
No, then the camera will come into frame. No.
Perfection.
That's as close as you can get.
Oh no, I'll
You can always
live.
do a little bit of a scooch if you want, Scott.
Thank you.
There's room for you.
Oh, I enjoyed scooching.
Scooch.
You thought you were watching Maury? Well,
We can have that kind of drama if you want.
The paternity test came back. There's no child. Oh my god!
Ah!
Paternity test came back. You don't exist. Whoa! Vanishes. That'd be wild. Whoa! That was a good one. Oh, I almost,
actually, I was kind of shocked at how.
I almost spilt my tea.
Oh, if you want to
kind of
spill the
tea?
tea.
There's the tea. I suppose we're supposed to, right?
Yeah, spill the tea. Go ahead. What tea do you have to spill today?
The tea is that it's episode 7 of Changeling Riverwild, and you're here with us live, and we're excited about it. I don't want to reveal too much tea early on in the episode. TBH. Anyone else?
We ran over a nail.
Oh no! Too much
Theoretically.
tea! I told you.
Sorry, I thought you wanted to.
Too much tea.
But the question is, we don't know whether you ran over a nail today or any time in the past 5 weeks.
That's
This is
it.
true.
It's impossible to know.
Or did they lie?
Or
And
did they-
put the nail in there to cover up the
imagine?
fact that they screwed up the
That's
first
it.
time?
Yeah, they were like, "Ooh, faulty tire." Here, give me one of those.
It was definitely
fake
your
nails.
fault, young sir.
Young man. We're the same age. Also, how dare you?
The older you get, the more people will be the same age. And
Yes.
then at a certain point, the fewer people who will be the same age.
Yes.
Whoa. It's a funny thing about getting older. All your friends stay the same age. As you. I mean, they
Oh,
age
okay.
at the same time. That's what I'm getting at. Anyway, hola!
Hi.
Welcome.
Is the text easily made slightly larger, John, from where you are? It's totally not a deal breaker, but if it is
I don't.
possible,
What size 20 point? Can we make it 22? 24? 9,000?
You want it 9,000, you'll get it 9,000.
Oh god, no.
Maybe 24.
Don't do it. Hello to all in chat. I saw many wonderful names popping up there. Good to have you all with us.
hello.
We're excited for another session tonight.
You're not letting me
Ooh,
go.
what's the name
I
of the
can
session
zoom.
again?
That
Zoom will
works.
do.
That's great, honestly.
Rounders?
Rounders.
Is that okay, or do you want that larger or
That's
smaller?
great. Thank you so much. My eyeballs can handle that.
Apparently, Chatterino doesn't let you go above 20 points, but they will let you zoom in.
That's fine.
Yeah, that is fine. Liz, I didn't realize you had your cool sunglasses on too.
Yeah, well, I tried taking them off, but then my
Oh.
hair, which is so frizzy from the lake water yesterday, just went out like this. So it's now like also a headband.
Nice.
Just keeping everything under control.
Put it back on. It's like, oh, we're not taking those off.
Putting those back on. Let's just pretend I meant to look this cool indoors. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No one intends to look cool in RPG Clinic.
Yeah, that's. Sometimes I intend, I just don't succeed.
How are you doing, John? Are you happy to be running another session for us?
It just feels like a loaded question.
Oh, okay. You don't have to answer that.
What if I'm like,
No. Well, I really wish we had discussed that off the stream. This is how I'd respond to that.
no, it's Sunday.
I mean, storytelling.
Could it be Friday? I would appreciate it if it could be Friday.
Oh yeah, that would be great. Another wonderful weekend.
You can just go
like
through
the
it.
one we just had.
Let's go through it again. Let's try again.
Groundhog Day it up.
Now, I don't know what Kung Fu Fenris is referencing, speaking of getting older, but it is the beginning of August, which means that we are basically at our 2-year point of being branded under RPG Clinic.
Already?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, fancy.
Oh, but people didn't or couldn't sub for the first couple months or
They
something?
could.
Oh, okay,
We
maybe I'm just wrong.
We were quick
We didn't launch
to-
it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my eyeballs were getting old.
Right.
Because I needed large fonts to be able to see your beautiful words.
Right, that's what it was. No, just like there was a specific launch window. That's what it was. I remember. Excellent.
We wanted to have emotes available from the start, and
Yeah.
all of that stuff. So,
And like honestly, it's so. I mean, of course, transitioning over from channel to channel was tough, but like I'm thrilled that people came along on the ride and that we've found more people since who are excited to be watching or listening to these
Wherever you get your podcasts.
wherever you get your podcasts to these sessions.
Twitch does make you play their silly game. YouTube has a less silly but more difficult game.
You can live stream. Your account just has to be like a day old, and you have to verify. So you have to give them a phone number and email address.
But if you want to have any kind of emotes or subscription package, you have to have 1,000 followers at least,
That's
and
a
you
lot
have to
of
stream a
followers.
certain amount.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's true. There was the great purge essentially of 2020, I guess, of bots.
Boots.
So I'm inclined to ask the three of you, have you spent any experience? Trois deux.
Ooh.
All right, two of you can stand up today.
Hup.
Elizabeth?
I bought my first dot of Subterfuge.
An interesting choice.
Let's see if it pays off.
Mickyl. Baby.
Considering that Mickyl already has a penalty to her subterfuge rolls.
That's a good point.
Counterbalance.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Wasn't even thinking of that.
Oh,
but
boy.
That's now that we mention it, that's probably.
just feel like a good balancing out. And I bought a 6th dot of glamour.
Okay, I was about to say a sixth.
You're like,
dot.
Scott, you have to run this by me.
God.
I'm sorry, what?
Burble's now appearance 6.
Oh.
Tell everyone.
So that should set you up by one? You already did?
Changed
Perfect.
myself. Yeah, thank you. Yay! So I just feel like that's cause for celebration. You know, good times.
Well, with that kind of marked down out of the way, do you have anything that you gotta worry about today? Anything that you're looking for specifically?
Well, there are meetings to be had and potentially people to follow. Shadow. Not attack, but like, infiltrate even?
Yeah.
Heist.
Heist? Heist time.
Yeah. Are we synopsisizing it up?
Yeah, we can do
Was that our fabulous segue?
I don't know. What happened last session, though?
What did happen last session? We made our way to Lut, which is a freehold located in the War Museum. And outside, we met Chul, the Kored, who confirmed the presence of a limo that has been arriving weekly to pick up somebody who's waiting just inside the freehold doors, and that a satyr gets out of the limo to open the door for them.
Inside, we met Wumbletoms, the roughened boggin, who did bring our party to meet the owner of the freehold, Buzzcut June Bond. There we discussed a few things. We did further confirm the presence of this limousine and found out that it shows up sundown on Saturdays, and that 4 weeks ago our pisky friend Konaz was taken by this limo.
Returning to the freehold to talk about their next steps, Benjamin Burble was incredibly excited to show Dette, Mickyl, and Themis his thunder cannon, which sounds like a euphemism, but is actually a treasure. Also sounds like a euphemism.
What does it do?
Or
what did we see it do?
What did we see it do? We saw it pick up and fire at a high velocity a peanut butter and banana sandwich.
Right.
And a ball.
Stacked.
A stacked sandwich.
Stacked to the gods.
The Mickyl. I think we call it the Mickyl. Yeah.
The what?
The Mickyl. A stacked peanut butter banana sandwich is called a Mickyl.
Right,
Do you want me
where
to
it all
lore?
squeezes out, and then you have to scrape off the sides, put it on
To
top.
add another
That's
tier.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the bananas are cut lengthwise.
Was there maple syrup added to this at the end?
I don't think so.
Although
Correct me
that's
if I'm wrong,
Not
Chad.
a bad idea.
Ah.
The sweet Mickle's not that bad. Yeah.
That's the what would we call that? That would be the Quebecois Mickyl.
I was gonna say the CanCon Mickyl. Yeah.
CanCon Mickyl. I mean, all Mickyl is CanCon.
It's true. It's very true. All of us are. But that's what happened.
The whole does our audience know about the concept of CanCon?
Well, I think we have some Canadians who watch, but probably not overall. No, I would think not. Yeah. Well, there's a call within the country of Canada to have a percentage of all media be Canadian content, right? So we have a public broadcaster, the CBC, which now has a streaming service as well, and so on. But through many aspects of kind of the cultural sector, there's this need for Canadian content in amongst, because Canada is like right next to a cultural behemoth, the States, right? I don't know.
They're going for that cultural victory in Civ 6.
They really are. They're the blue jeans and listening to their pop music, right?
Well, the call for Canadian content is in order to protect the Canadian film industry. We don't have to call for Canadian content, but we do want to protect ourselves. And for that, we have safety cards.
We have safety cards,
Here they come.
which allow us to have maximum safety and therefore maximum fun during our games. You, the viewers, do not have these tools, but you do have options, and we will get to those in a minute. First, let's run down these cards. A green card, also known as a play card, means that I am enthusiastically consenting to what my character is currently experiencing, despite appearances possibly to the contrary. I am good to go. A yellow card, also known as a pause card, is, hey everyone, hold up, I need to make the table aware of something, please listen to what I have to say, and then I'm probably good to continue when I put the yellow card down. And a red card is an instant stop to the game. In our case, it might mean going to a BRB screen. It basically means whoever drew the red card does not feel comfortable continuing, comfortable or safe. So we would go to BRB and converse amongst ourselves and only return to play if everybody at the table was comfortable doing so. What options do you at home have? Glad you asked. You can message us. You can whisper RPGClinic. That would be read by all of us. If there's something you want to make us aware of during the stream. You could also whisper or message on Discord one of our moderators. Today in the chat we have Kung Fu Fenris, our safety wolf. And finally, you can leave the stream if you do need to. Of course, we'd be sad to see you go, but it is much more important that you prioritize your safety, just like we need to prioritize ours.
Mm-hmm.
Thank ya.
Thank you. Mucho apreciando.
Are we sending a message to me, or
Yes.
It's private though.
I have to copy paste changes to your instance of the stream deck to our instance of the stream deck, which is why the text was incorrect, because you hadn't pressed safety cards, so I continued to press for audience safety a second after you had pressed audience safety.
you? Okay. Based on all that, we've got the synopsis. We've got the safety demonstration out of the way. My question is, just before we begin, we ended the session last time knowing that the following day we had the meeting with the mayor that you were going to do. I'm going to assume that that's where we're picking up. We're going to pick right up into that. Was there anything that you desperately needed to take care of before that particular event occurred?
I have a downtime research task that I would like to accomplish. We were given the license plate number of the limo, and I would love to know if Burble can, in his time, perhaps when he's not meeting with the mayor, try to discover or uncover who the limo is registered to.
Is that something that you can normally do in Ontario? Because I do not believe it is.
Probably not from public records, right?
No.
So unless I'm going to become a hacker.
Ooh, does anyone have computers?
Yeah, sure.
One.
I have computers.
How many?
2.
Oh,
But I'm not I'm probably not going to hack records at this time.
why not?
It feels unethical.
Tell one of your unseelie
Scott, have
friends
you
how to
been
do it.
on this channel? Yeah.
You're a PC. You can break the law.
Yeah.
Also
There
known as
won't
petty
ever
crimes.
be. Yeah.
But like I don't know, the Department of Transport or whatever, it feels like anyway. I will contemplate further because I'm not sure how I would approach that.
it is just the thing is that in a lot of games this would totally be legit, but I don't actually believe that you can look up somebody's information just based on a license plate, unless you have specific contacts within the police or the motor vehicle registry.
In some municipalities in this province, you can look up who owns certain homes, which is pretty wild to me that you can do that. But like, I guess some of that's public record. But yeah, vehicle registration is probably not in the same boat.
Very well.
All right, that
Of
was
course,
the
you are about to meet with the mayor.
Yes.
Excuse me, you don't know me, but
Can you look up this license plate?
yeah, can you? Can I have your access?
I did enjoy your playing on in that exhibition game. Sure, I'll bend the law.
Woohoo!
For this strange small man.
Friendship.
Yay!
But
Cool.
there are
That's
more
it.
than one ways to do that.
And if we are picking up the next morning, do we should regain 1 willpower?
Yes.
Thank
you.
you, Kate.
And by then I should have healed my bruised health level.
Yes.
Sweet.
I know rules. I think I've known them for as long as I can actually remember in the anything. In my mind, the idea is do this, don't do that. This is appropriate. This is inappropriate. Everything you do is inappropriate. Rules kind of form the basis of the way that we live our lives, and we form rules for ourselves alongside learning the rules of others and learning the rules of society in general, right? What the rules that your parents may impart upon you may not be the same as the rules that your friends impart upon you. The rules of your teachers, your job, and of course, the rules that society puts upon you. And one of the interesting things to me about Changeling is the idea that the rules are still potentially the same. Your willingness to adhere to them might not be. Because in one of those situations, a lot of people will come across a rule and they'll say, well, this rule may not apply to me. And they have reasons for that. You are behind the curtain in a certain way. You live your lives charmed. There's a layer of existence that you're aware of that few people are, and therefore perhaps the rules don't apply to you, or maybe they do. There is a question. Now, the following day, it was in the early afternoon, I believe, that you were supposed to meet the mayor.
Sounds right.
I will remind you that you are holding your prisoner. He agreed to remain for 1 day, but that was after the game. That was in the evening. So you'll still have a few hours to figure out what you're going to do with him after this.
Whap.
Apparently it's
Just-
whapping.
Just knock him out every night. Yeah. Horrible.
When you arrive at the... First of all, are you the only one going? Or are you bringing your Tweedledum and Tweedledummer along with you?
Hey. I was invited to speak to the mayor.
Which one am I?
You're dumb.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you were invited, but are you going alone?
I would, Mickyl would have encouraged Dette to leave her behind.
Good, great. Then I'm leaving you both behind.
Leave me behind. Well, I'll go. I'll leave you both behind.
What's happening? Mickyl and I will be strategizing in the meantime, I'm sure.
We'll be looking up license plates.
Okay, Mickyl.
Just be like standing on the facing the highway.
Is
Not that one.
No,
Not that one.
not that one.
How about that one?
No.
Well,
Now, for what it's worth, limousines aren't normally owned by private individuals. So you could check to see whether this limousine is part of another fleet. There's also the kind of question of, if this limousine isn't part of a common fleet, then that is interesting in and of itself. You are greeted. At first, the person who greets you has no idea who you are or why you're there. Sorry, Who are you?
My name's Dette. I'm the
The environmentalist, of course.
hockey player, women's hockey player. I have a 2 p.m. meeting with the mayor.
The mayor
changed his schedule.
The mayor has a meeting with an environmentalist hockey player.
I'm in favor of the environment, but I generally would not be labeled as an environmentalist. He may have changed his schedule since you last checked it.
So you're not an environmentalist. You are pro-environment, but the mayor wants to meet you because you play hockey.
Yes.
So it's a photo op.
I believe it's a discussion.
A discussion?
Yes. His personal assistant was with him at the time. You can ask them for the full details of what the meeting is, but I do believe I'm supposed to be meeting him at 2:00.
That makes sense. The mayor does like to have discussions with professional athletes.
Well, when he's just banned all sport, I think that is relevant.
To be fair, the mayor did not ban all sport. The mayor has put a moratorium on sporting events while we can discover what the purpose of this violence is.
Yes, well, I wasn't going to get into the specifics with...
Oh. I'm assistant to the mayor, Von Charles.
Of course. I figured I would get into the specifics with the mayor and generalize with the person whose job I believe it is to bring in his scheduled people. If you'd like more specifics of your job to have more specifics, I'm happy to get more specific.
I'll make sure the mayor speaks with small words. And he turns around and heads back into the office.
Rude. God damn.
You're waiting now.
Oh my god.
I make sure to look up a whole lot of small words. A lot of 4-letter words.
like sack?
Jump.
Kite?
Door.
Fuck. Hey!
Knob. It's after a few minutes, so definitely not long enough for you to like very clearly been snubbed, but certainly longer than it would need for somebody to go into an office. The mayor comes outside. He has a big grin on his face. He has an Ontario and a Canadian flag pin and an Ottawa flag pin.
It's too much.
And so he's got like the 3 on his lapel, which
This
is like,
guy.
which is definitely too much.
Yeah.
A wide, white smile. Like this guy's probably just come from the dentist to get his teeth bleached for the 4th time this month. He reaches forward with his hand, perfectly manicured nails, but he seems genuinely excited to see you.
I shake his hand.
Did you bring him any swag?
If that seemed appropriate, yes.
Handing the mayor like a geese jersey would
that
probably
has
be...
the mayor's name on it and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, I probably would have told my team, "Hey, I have a meeting with the mayor."
Yeah, and so
someone
their
from the
PR
team would have
flack-
been like, "Bleh," and I'd be
the
like,
PR
"Great."
flag is like, we got you a
Here's a
jersey to
gift
hand
bag.
the mayor.
Yeah.
Get him to put it on when he like shakes
Takes
his
a
hand
photo,
with you,
yeah.
and it makes the news inevitably. Please do that. That's all we. Please, I need my job.
I do that.
So he's thrilled. He takes the jersey, puts it right over. Like he takes his suit jacket off, he puts it over, so he's still got the tie.
Yeah, and the
and
collar.
all of that.
Yeah.
Sweetheart.
Should we take a picture?
Certainly.
Let's take a picture.
Yes.
Charles. It's Von Charles.
Oh.
Von Charles, come over here. Here, and thrusts a camera into his hand. This is going to be perfect. He reaches his arm around you and pulls you in close. Has this whole like, and he's got his proud like geese jersey stretching across him. Von Charles goes, I'll set the exposure settings. Tick, tick. Oh my god. Tick.
Click.
Would you come into my office?
Certainly.
Let's talk. Von Charles, coffee. 2 of them, please. How do you take yours?
Double.
Motu Ontario Classics.
Yes, I was good.
I was like, shit, I need to make a decision
This is the
right now.
correct answer. Now it's an Ontario classic. I like it.
God.
The double. For those, I assume it's relatively common parlance, but like it's 2 creams and 2 sugars.
It's completely Tim Hortons branding.
Very.
And when I worked at Tim Hortons, I learned that not only is there a double, there's a triple. And yes, I heard quadruple once, and I wanted to die.
I would have thought that would just be called a quad.
Yeah.
I think.
Does the double also come in a doubled cup?
I would only double the cups when we didn't have sleeves, and I don't even think we had sleeves while I worked there.
Yeah.
No, it's
So I'm
relatively
pretty.
new.
I kind of decided, I was like, if I can hold it, you
Yeah.
can. But then after a while, that stopped mattering because
Because
I
your hand-
lost all feeling in my
Little
hands.
blistered
Yeah.
hands, yeah.
I don't know why, but in my brain, a double also has a double cup. This could be complete
I've never
nonsense.
heard
By
that.
default,
Yeah.
no. I
Double
double
cup?
cupped when people took
Besides,
their
that
coffee
means you
black,
have 2
but
tries
it
to
usually
roll up the
wasn't.
room to win.
Yeah.
Yeah, we weren't encouraged to give out free roll.
Yeah, not during Roll of the Wind season. That
This is
evaporated.
Canadiana
Anyway,
extreme for people in the chat, by the way. Roll up
their
the
coffee
room.
sucks now. Don't go.
Really does.
Yeah, if you want Tim Hortons
Really
coffee,
does.
you
Go to
have to actually go to
McDonald's.
McDonald's.
Yeah, honestly.
So he guides you into his office.
Imagine.
So, in his office, it is quite a large office. It's the mayor of a city and all of that. But one thing that is interesting in among the desk, the couch, the chairs, the coffee table with various books of arts of Ottawa across them, there is a small little bundle of fluff that is sitting on top of a filing cabinet, peering out at you very specifically with 2 eyes that's tracking your every move. It's brown and just like poofs of hair all around. It's clearly a chimera who's sitting in this room. The mayor does not seem to recognize that it's there.
But it's not score.
No, it's definitely not Score.
Great.
And also, I should point out Score is
On somebody's phone. Or gone.
not on your phone.
Okay.
We had to roll to find out. Dette. We're increasingly worried about what's going on here. Clearly, you have thoughts as well.
Yes. Of course, the situation is concerning and alarming, and I understand the desire and impetus to take moves to secure the population of this city against this unknown factor. However, I do think that the current step is treating the symptom and not the root cause, and it may be impossible to discern the root cause without the ability to monitor the situation. If it was only happening in our city.
Yes, some of people have been talking about this being treated as a domestic terrorist act.
Which seems bizarre considering I was out there on the ice and I got slugged by one of my closest friends and teammates, and then we were able to turn the tides.
Don't fuck this up for us.
Is that the chimera?
Yes.
Has my coffee arrived yet?
No, not yet.
And I think that it would be wise to figure out a means by which we can have some type of organized sporting event to find out, to be able to research it, right? I know this is going back to like high school science here. I know we're both a ways out of school, but the ability to have an environment in which we can witness the situation and learn from it
Maybe you should shut the fuck up.
would be perhaps helpful for us as a city to overcome this, rather than just closing the doors and letting this fester until eventually it stops happening. We open them up again and perhaps it resumes.
You're talking about setting some kind of sting operation for this?
I suppose.
tried that with the exhibition game. Numb nuts.
I suppose that could be a term for it. I mean, you, I'm sure, have more information and staff at your disposal, but
My first priority has to be safety.
of course.
Of course. And yet at the same time, this isn't happening anywhere else except for this city.
Exactly. So
It's not his fault.
my proposal is to allow professional sport organizations to continue, assuming that all parties consent to continuing.
There's a health question involved as well. We start eliminating sports activities, people will be less interested in exercise. We'll see the effects.
Precisely. So my hope is that either this is some strange,
I hope you're gonna go away.
I don't know, a fluke in the barometric pressure, or no one ate enough bananas this month,
Knock,
or
knock,
something.
Oh, come in. The door opens up and Von Charles comes in and he's holding 2 coffees, one of which he hands to you with a smile that very clearly does not reach his eyes.
Thank you.
Kick his ass. Do it. He stands there as if there's more. Thank you. That's gonna be it for now. I could stay here and I could take notes. No, that's all right.
So my hope is that if we allow consenting professional sport activities to continue, that it will show the sign that sport is still an important part of life, but we're perhaps going to keep, if you are concerned, of course, we could perhaps put a pause on school sporting events.
The thing that concerns me is that your teammates turned on you, which means that this isn't something simple. What could have possibly made that happen?
I don't know.
Yes, you do. Why are you lying?
Oh my god.
I am concerned that there's
Liars belong in Toronto.
we haven't clearly isolated what this causes, so we need more research, we need more data, and I totally get not wanting to put our youth at risk. So I am one professional athlete, I'm not all of them, but I think that many of us would be eager to take the chance if it meant continuing our careers and the well-being of the people of this city.
Never made center, huh?
Is the mayor just staring at me in silence?
The mayor is listening to you.
Yeah.
He's considering your words. He does not hear
Yeah.
this chimera speaking. But let's see if he notices that you are slightly distracted. Could I have you roll your charisma expression, please? Your wits expression, sorry. Wits expression.
I'm going to spend a willpower because I'm aware that this thing is distracting me, pissing me off, and I want to not fuck it up.
Willpower spent.
1, 2.
Deal with it. 2 successes?
Yeah.
He is a mayor. Let's see if he...
Not just a mayor, John. The mayor.
Nope.
Nope.
No.
Nope. Not that mayor. All right.
He
all right.
straight up failed.
Aw. What a sweetheart. He's just so concerned about sport. Sorry, health. Health.
If there's a panic, it could throw the city into complete chaos.
Absolutely.
I'm not sure with you telling me that your own teammates were turning against you.
But then they stopped. And I don't know what caused that either.
And you can see how I don't know if I can sanction what you were speaking of.
This is why I suggest consenting teams. Consenting professional teams. It is in our interest, of course, to want sport to continue, But, of course, if there are teams, whole or partial, that are unwilling to participate, then they do not have to.
I had a wonderful time at the game. I had a great time. I loved watching you play, and it's always thrilling to see a crowd come together for a united purpose. But you understand what's happening here. And if any more of these situations occur, it'll draw attention to the city. I can't have that. Our tourism dollars will fall.
How long are we willing to let this city go without team sport? How long until this becomes a physical and mental health crisis?
Don't confuse the nice man.
You're right. Of course you're right.
It's difficult, sir. I'm not trying to minimize the challenges here.
This ban was never a good idea in the first place. We should be solving the problem at its root.
We need to find the root.
I hear money's the root of all evil.
Fucking guy.
Fine. I can't just allow professionals to play. That doesn't make any sense.
What, are you going to have a political exhibition match of you and your colleagues playing softball tournament? Yeah, I say
That's
with
an
a
idea
chuckle.
out of left field.
Fucking Christ.
Get him! Get him! Kill him.
Will you excuse me for a second? I'm going to bring in someone I think who can really benefit from what you have to say.
Of course.
He gets up and he walks out of the room.
I turn and look directly at this fucking chimera. Who are you? What are you doing? Why are you here?
I don't answer to you.
I'm gonna stand up and walk over to it and pick it up by the scruff of its neck if it has a neck type
It's just
region.
a ball. You can pick it up by its fur.
A distance back from its eyes that feels like it would be the scruff of its neck.
So you pick it up.
Oh, that was a wrong move.
Oh, I'm glad.
And it starts growing a body out from under its head. And soon it's got legs thick as tree trunks. It raises itself up, and more, just this brown floof starts increasing in size until it fills one end of the room, just from top to bottom. Arms, wingspan almost the length of the room itself.
I found this on the web.
What does it find for floof the length of the...
Human body ratios.
Oh my god.
Thanks,
Unusual.
but no thanks.
Thanks, but no thanks. That was very funny.
You're about to get fucked up.
Great, do it.
Oh,
Wait until the mayor comes back. Let him see me fly around from an unseen force getting beaten to shit. Or just have him come back and find me beaten to shit. I'm sure that, the mists will somehow make me healed again.
Door opens up.
Oh.
Mayor comes in, and now the mayor walks in alongside a slua. The slua has a very severe cheekbone issue here. Her cheekbones jut out to the point where her eyes look even more sunken than you would expect from a slua. Very neatly tied black hair up in a very kind of matronly bun that just sits on the top of her head. Her voile puts her in the most Edwardian dress that you could possibly imagine, black with some white lace here and there, very, very occasionally, just enough to offset it. Gloves that stretch all the way up.
Appearance?
2.
Oh, it's off camera. There we go.
Thank you.
here, may I present to you... I had a name for her.
Oh, rip.
It disappeared.
Oh, freaking rip.
Candace Kentley.
Tilly.
Yes.
Tilly.
A pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm Dette Douglas.
Yes, an absolute pleasure of mine as well. Now, Candace here is the one who recommended the moratorium on sport.
Did you?
Yes.
I had seen what do you call it on the news? Not an article when it's on TV news.
Feature?
Yeah.
News report?
Yes, thank you. I had seen a report on the news that suggested it from some scientists at one of the universities.
Yes, I read his report. It felt like it was the right move at the time.
I do agree that caution is encouraged, but what I was suggesting was that consenting professional players continue to take part in matches which are monitored by persons who are looking out for what could potentially be causing this situation.
As one of your official liaisons into police affairs into the city, I must object. Clearly, she's speaking of personal interest. Well, now, I don't think that's exactly fair.
Police affairs.
I invited Dette to come into the office. She gave me this swell jersey.
I am making no effort to hide the fact that, of course, I am a professional athlete who has interest in sport continuing.
There's a knocking, and Von Charles steps in. I'm sorry, Mr. Mayor. There's a call. It can't wait. Well, I'll leave the two of you to get acquainted. And
He's gone. Everyone
starts
except
walking
for
out.
this. I'm gonna let him go.
Now this is going to be interesting.
So, see your friend?
I would not interfere with Frederick.
You've been caught by the mortals. They've smelled what's going on. The autumn is aware of the spring.
Mortals are fools. You know this.
They're not foolish enough to not notice something this obvious.
The mists will.
They haven't. It's been on the news.
Got you there.
Frederick, be silent.
Well, fuck you too.
My associates and I are aware of the plot to manipulate individuals using a device which has been present at several of these matches.
Yes, your associates, the reprobate, and the mad scientist.
I can use naughty words too, but I'm kinder than that.
Naughty words.
Rude words.
What?
For you and your furball.
Now, come on. I don't have an association with her.
Okay.
Frederick, be silent.
So, either you and your friends and your associates can cut this out, can move on to another city where you can just get caught by other Cathane there, or we can talk about playing this game in the autumn stage where I suggest that the mayor let some sports happen. You continue to do whatever the heck you're doing at the sports events. The mortals catch you, and then, I don't know, someone bigger and badder than either of us comes down and says, stop that, and, I don't know, the queen gets on your back.
You were not supposed to interfere with this.
Well, too bad. It happened. You screwed up my life.
Oh, poor baby.
Poor baby doesn't matter. You interfered with my life, so I'm interfering with the people interfering with me.
Why don't you just get traded?
Why don't you just punch me?
Is that Are you trying to make this happen?
Sure.
Yay!
Roll willpower. It's difficulty 8.
That's what I remember. Yeah.
I have it on one of these pages because I never remember. These are my sports. My arts. Arts and non-sports.
My sport.
Yeah, diff 8.
The door opens up. The mayor comes in. Well, Dette, can, and then she just rears back with her noodle arm,
Yeah.
Oh.
and she sends her fist flying towards you. This is going to be an interesting roll.
Oh.
2 successes.
Whoa.
I do not
You're going to
defend.
totally take it? All right, so that means that I have to roll her strength
Yeah.
Oh my god, amazing.
plus her additional
Threshold?
successes.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So let's see how this goes. 2 successes.
Oh.
Incredible.
2 bashing.
So no, you got to roll your soak. Roll your stamina.
I guess. I'm so eager to take damage.
The mean lady hit me, Mr. Mayor.
1 success.
So you'll take 1 bashing damage. So she rears back and she delivers a little bit of a and she accidentally grazes your eye. So it kind of like it's not like a black eye, but it like scratches against your cornea, and that kind of feels not so great.
Throw burrito, not again.
Candace.
She didn't like that I was interfering with her plan. It's okay. I understand that I can rouse emotions in individuals. I find myself the recipient of many a punch out on the ice.
Complete that word for me. And she's just attacking you. So
Oh God, no.
Oh my god.
so here it is.
No wait.
I would like to
The greatest combat we will ever see.
Yay! Well, if Frederick gets involved, maybe it is going to be actually. Was that his name?
Yeah.
Frederick. Its name.
Furball Frederick.
Here we go.
Great.
Roll your initiative. It's 1 die plus dexterity plus wits.
Dex wins.
She rolled a 1.
Oh
8
boy.
and 6 is 14.
Okay, so that beats my 5. So I declare she's going to attempt to throttle you.
I am going to attempt to hold her at arm's length.
Okay, so why don't we just roll an opposed dex brawl?
Yep.
Or let's make it a strength brawl, actually.
We are the one.
It's
Oh
truly-
my god.
Rolled 1 success.
2 successes.
Okay,
Hey.
so you
Yeah.
she's there, and her arms are like reaching, and because she's a slow, her arms are like reaching like longer than they possibly should. But
She's like popping her arms
the
out.
mayor is still there, and so therefore she is somewhat constrained in what her ability is. So, but you can feel like the very tips of her nails are like just
Horrible.
at your throat.
Perhaps it's spread beyond sport.
Candace! And he comes over and he's like, doesn't know what to do because he doesn't want to lay hands on anybody because he's the mayor and that would be awful. But then realizing that she's legitimately trying to hurt Dette, he takes a hold of her wrists very gently and starts trying to pull them back. And she turns her head around to him a little too far for a normal human and just
Jesus Christ.
the chimera.
Ms. Kentley,
What?
I think that perhaps we should get you medical attention to make sure that whatever has been upsetting other sports attendants, perhaps I'm a carrier of something. Should I also be examined?
No. Clearly, this is not a matter of organized sport. The moratorium ends now.
What?
But a curfew will be established instead,
Oh,
while we
balls.
determine what's happening to our fair city.
That is a bold move, sir. I'm
I know.
sure you're aware of how...
Curfew. No curfew. Just sports. Just sports. I'll kill you. I'll
I'll kill you.
how unpopular this will be. So I'm sure you are not making that decision lightly.
You're gonna die.
So threatening.
Jesus. No curfew, just
How would a curfew stop events that had been happening during the day?
I don't know. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to snap.
No, of course, it's
Von
a
Charles
difficult
pokes his head in.
situation.
Is everything okay?
Tensions are clearly high in our city.
I'm going to find your horde. I'm going to burn it. I'm going to burn it to the ground.
Horde? What?
My horde?
Candace, what are you talking about?
I'm afraid I do not play the Warcraft world.
I mean, phenomenal.
Is that
it's
what
World
it's
of
called?
Warcraft.
I know this.
Oh, we know. Yeah, yeah.
No, the mayor is telling.
the mayor is. Oh, great.
Is
Mayor
it
of
World
Ottawa?
Warcraft? That's
Are
what
you in a
the horde
guild?
is
Bruce
about,
Dinsmore,
correct?
is that you? That's who I've cast.
Oh, sure.
She
Good casting, actually.
if a Slua could become like mottled with rage, there it is, but it's really just kind of like less pale on pale.
I'm going to find everyone you love, everyone you hold dear, and I'm going to tie them all into a ball, and I'm going to rocket them into the sun. I'm going to make sure that everything that you've ever cared for is never seen ever again until you wallow in your misery standing still on the melted ice of an arena that's about to be demolished.
Ms. Cantley, I understand that you seem to hate everything sport. I am very disappointed that you would use a citywide crisis in order to further your own personal agenda.
It's so strange. She doesn't hate sport at all.
Then I think she's been affected and we need to examine her.
Absolutely. I've been
Obvious.
affected by your ignorance, by your stupidity. And let me tell you that if I see your red cap or your boggin pets, I will make sure that they will find the same fate that you will. Tied in center ice.
As you've said, this is not normal behavior from her. This is very concerning.
You must be sick. I'm going to call a hospital.
Please do. Here, have some water. And I'm gonna
Von Charles is like, I'll do that, and he goes off.
Oh.
I assume that, like, I don't know. I'm
It's always so
picturing,
exciting when I press the 9 and then the 1 and then the 1 again.
I picture like fancy boardrooms and like meeting rooms for important people, and they have like their little side station with like water and like
Yeah.
stuff. So I'm gonna pour her some water and hand it to her, and I'm gonna.
She
cast
takes the water and she
some
just
summer
splash. Oh,
Oh. Oh.
oh.
all day, every day,
It just
all
pauses
summer.
Oh no.
I'm not going to use Enkindle because that just increases things. So I'm going to use Flicker Flies for the jillionth time, and try to inspire calm yet again.
It's calm and emotion. I know that we've done this before, but
Okay. The contentment,
sure.
mild happiness. I don't want her to suddenly be like skipping around the room.
Well,
Oh.
contentment. We'll put that there.
Great.
Because I'm not sure if calm is an emotion.
Yeah.
Is it? Like it might.
State of being.
In Super Princess Peach, you had calm and sadness and anger
Super Princess.
and something else. And with sadness, you were watering plants.
So here's the thing. The definition of calm
Yeah.
is not showing or feeling nervousness, anger, or other strong emotions. So it's kind of the
Anti-emotion.
opposite.
Yeah.
Anti-motion. Nice.
Great. I'm gonna roll my 4 dice.
Go for it. Woo! Your bunk was just a level 1 bunk.
I didn't even. Oh, I guess I brought a thing to her.
You brought her water.
Yeah. So 8, 7.
Yes.
Great. Well, either way, I get 1 success, and it's a success fail, so it happens.
Yep. Sure does.
Look at flies.
So the flies start dancing around the office. Oh.
Oh, the chimera. I was like,
Well,
oh
it depends. Are you affecting the chimera?
no. No, I don't have Fae 3, so
So you're only using it on Fae.
yeah, I'm only using it on Fae 2.
So he goes, oh,
That's pretty. You're pretty. Numbnuts.
let's pause you for a second. Where are the two of you while all of this is happening?
I like to think that we are still in the crease, or in the crease at the moment. I'm currently working to try to reassemble the device that I took off of Kona's, which is broken and probably can't function again. But I'm sure as heck going to try to reassemble it to get a better understanding of how it worked.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is you're trying to repair the device.
Yeah.
But if you can't actually repair the device, you want to see if you can understand how it was working.
Yes.
So this is going to be a dexterity crafts.
Okay.
No, first we're going to go intelligence graymare. Then
Okay.
we're going to go dexterity crafts.
That
So
makes
intelligence graymare, the difficulty is going to be 8 because it's currently non-functioning and you kind of have to backwards engineer this.
Cool. This is all like I'm not doing this to ignore Mickyl, obviously, as well. So,
Okay.
but we'll.
I imagine that it's going to take you some time. This is not like a 30-second endeavor.
You said 8?
8.
Yeah, okay. 3 successes.
Okay. So why don't you talk and I'll...
Yeah. I'll
Feed
get
you
some
some info?
information. Well, go ahead. No, you-
While we're having a conversation, I've got like an old Dell laptop in front of me, and I'm just looking at Changeling forums.
Okay.
I'm assuming there's like a Changeling Reddit or some equivalent.
You're talking about chimera.net.
Oh,
yes.
Change it. No.
I'm literally looking for poker games. So
In
that can take a million years if need be, but I'm kind of just like surfing and talking.
I'm actually then going to ask you to roll your intelligence streetwise. Do you have any streetwise?
Yeah, I have 2 actually.
There you go.
Okay. All right. So it's not a bad pool then.
Yeah.
It's not a bad pool. I didn't say it was a good pool.
Ooh, 2 successes.
Interesting. So as you're kind of looking through, you don't initially notice any specific mentions of poker games, but what you do notice is somebody who claims that there is, are you feeling like your luck is on an upswing? Do you need help just getting out of the hole that fate dealt you? Do you believe that Dawn will see you through?
So it's kind of like, do you need better luck? Do you need help with fate?
No, very specifically, do you believe your luck is on an upswing? As in the implication is you ran into some bad luck and now things are better.
Oh.
But you need help getting out of where the bad luck landed you. And then it has an email address.
Incredible.
Awesome. Do you need help? It was like navigating fate or whatever.
No.
Oh no, sorry. I was trying to write the exact wording if possible.
Okay, so do you believe your luck is on an upswing?
Got that one.
I wrote, will Dawn help see you through?
That's okay.
Do you believe Dawn will see you through? Which means basically, do you believe that your luck will carry you forward?
Mm-hmm.
Cool beans.
The device, you're relatively sure now, contains a very concentrated it carries glamour in such a way that the glamour is hyper concentrated in this one device that once it is released, it isn't a cantrip that goes off. It's not directly like replicating an art. It's not like a magic wand, but instead the glamour that's been stored in the device carries with it a resonance that you believe will then infect others present. Mortals, perhaps, are more susceptible to this. So one would say that it would matter how one got the glamour to get into the device. But the technology of storing glamour in this way, of using it as some kind of energy, that's not technology that you're very familiar with.
No.
It's very advanced, and honestly, that sort of thing isn't really available.
Yeah, if it were, they, theoretically, I guess, changelings would have made it bigger so that we could kind of, or potentially weaponized it in a way. And, it'd be, you'd think it would be more commonplace.
Possibly, yes.
Huh.
So the device actually has two functions.
Okay.
One, to collect glamour, and two, to basically concentrate it and then aerosolize it is the wrong term because it doesn't actually dissolve into air, but to basically release it in a burst
Right. Okay, cool.
that affects an area.
Where it then may resonate perhaps more with mortals. Perhaps. Oh, that makes perfect sense to me.
And affect them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No, I'm just thinking, Mickyl, what if we can't follow the limo? We're going to need some other kind of tracking device. We want to know where it goes.
I got an email address for a place that seems really sketch.
Okay, well, what you do in your spare time isn't really sort of my situation. Does it sell illicit things?
Do you believe your luck is on an upswing? Do you believe Dawn will see you through? And it says this email address.
The email address is a chimera.net email address, but it's just a random string of letters and numbers, clearly designed for anonymity more than ease of use.
Someone didn't want to be found.
Despite knowing immediately, like, kind of what's going on, I'm still going to bustle over and, like, look over Mickyl's shoulder at it and so on. Right, exactly. Now, Mickyl, tell me, why would you want to attract people who have debts but believe themselves to be...
One.
I smile and it's way too big.
Okay. Oh, not again. Look, just put yourself in someone's, shoes here. You have the ability, the look of wealth, right? You have the ability to pay off somebody's debts because they think that they're getting lucky again. You set up a game, maybe something for them to come and play so that if they win, they get off scot-free. And if they don't quite win, well, they'll still pay off your debt, but you owe them. It's what Kona said.
Yeah, you owe them a favor.
Exactly.
It's the dumbest contract of life.
Why is it?
Trust me, I know contracts.
Well, I know.
Did I mention I know contracts?
Yes, I think you mentioned it a few times.
Right.
I don't think it's dumb necessarily because the favor was specified. At least that's what Kona said. It's not just a favor. It's not just, please come and die for me if I ever get into trouble.
It's a pretty idiotic thing. He didn't know nearly enough about that device, and he just agreed to, wave his dick device around in sport.
Have you ever been in debt?
Fuck around with sport. Have I ever been in?
Yeah.
No.
Have you ever been? I'm straight question. Have you ever been in debt?
Well, for her, that wouldn't be a straight question.
I'm so sorry, Scott.
No, it's all right. Hang on. I think I have something under here. Oh, here we are.
I was just thinking about how I didn't want to live my life scot-free.
That's the sweetest thing you've ever said to me. Yay! Where were we before the sex jokes? I can't.
No, I'm incredibly good with money.
We're gonna have to rewind a few years. Okay. So then you wouldn't know what kind of desperation it might bring.
Have you experienced the cold, hard fingers around your throat of desperation, Burble?
No.
Oh, I saw a glint in your eye that suggested maybe you had.
What? Why?
Tell me about these dark times, Burble. You can talk to me. You can trust me.
It's not like that. I'm just.
Tell me how it feels to be desperate.
I'm gonna reach out some very trembly hands and try to take Mickyl's, just to ground her a little bit.
They're really hot.
Oh God! Why are they so hot?
Hot hands.
I'm gonna let go briefly and then re-grip a little too hard. It's all
Now
very.
they're just really cold.
Yeah, his hands are so clammy.
Okay.
He's a little nervous. Look, just think about it for a second. It's not just about not knowing where your next paycheck is going to come from. Not just knowing about, how am I going to be able to feed myself, or what am I going to be able to do with rent? It's all consuming. Every moment of your life is thinking how your life might be over. There's no future for you. These kind of debts that get piled up. Okay, I need a synonym for debt. Anyway.
Debts.
I'll work on it.
Hardships.
In the hole.
Yeah.
Debits. No.
It doesn't sound weird to you? Okay.
In the red.
Keep going.
Yeah, it's good.
Owing.
Yeah, there you go. When you owe this much, it would be all-consuming. It's the only thing you would ever be able to think about. You have to understand why people like Konas turn to these sort of desperate measures. I know the contract seems foolish. You're right, that thing over there, and I point at the device, maybe it would have killed a bunch of mortals. He probably didn't know. Probably had a pretty good idea.
Now could I have your roll dexterity crafts?
Yes.
So
Whoops. Crunch.
this is your attempt to repair the device.
Okay.
You can still have your argument while you're doing this, but now you understand what the device is for and how it worked. Not necessarily, I don't think you have the ability to replicate it. It's still got technology that's beyond you.
Okay.
But you get the basic impression of what it is, so maybe you'd be able to reassemble it. Roll me your dexterity crafts. Your difficulty, because you got 3 successes on here, is 7.
Okay.
You're going to need 10 successes to repair the device. If you botch before that happens, the device is completely destroyed. However, if you don't get those 10 successes in 3 rolls, there is a chance that the technology will start to wither as you're continuing to work on it.
Well, that's not ideal.
It has got a lot of ribbon cables. You ever deal with ribbon cables?
I don't think I have.
Yeah,
no.
they're a pain.
It's a pain, okay.
If you, the thing about ribbon cables is that you have to like pull them out and push them into things, but they're very fragile.
Okay.
So if you, every time you're making this roll, you risk screwing up a ribbon cable.
Right. Okay.
So give me your first roll now.
Okay.
Dexterity crafts.
As a boggin, I can't botch crafts rolls, but the ability
then
to
you're probably going to be okay in that respect.
Well, in that respect, but like I know what you mean. I'm still gonna call it a botch if I get.
No,
that
if you
result.
botch, you don't botch. But like, you definitely only have 3 rolls to complete this without risking permanent damage.
Well, I need to do something real good then. So I'm spending a point of willpower.
I am leaning over your shoulder and watching.
Thank you. Do you
Gil also is reminding that Boggins can't botch craft.
thank you. Do you have to breathe? You can do it. Thanks. You said 7, right?
7.
That is 0. Well, 1 success. Sorry, I spent a point of willpower.
Okay, well, you're on your way to trying to repair it. What's your pool?
4.
Oh, it's not that
It's
good.
like a crafts.
I don't think you can do this, bud. I don't think
Not
you can
with
do
that
this.
attitude. You have to try, Mickyl.
Well, it's not that it'll be destroyed in 3 rolls. It's that after 3 rolls, he's going to risk damaging the device. Let's go back to Dette for a second. So it's a health crisis that we have on our hands here.
Again, I don't know.
Paramedics come into the room, and as the slow is being dragged out, she takes one look at you and she just, because the flicker flies have calmed her down somewhat, looks at you. I hope you understand you've made a very, very big mistake.
Ugh. Filthy.
Gross.
Where it has been occurring has been at organized sporting events. So, again, my suggestion is to find people willing to participate in these events, knowing what has been happening, with persons in attendance who can witness what is happening and try to get to the bottom of what has been causing this.
I'll tell you what. I'm going to provisionally allow sporting events to take place again. But if this behavior keeps occurring, I'll turn them off.
Of course.
You've proven that sport contains a lot of value for our community. It would be wrong of us to ignore the benefits.
Absolutely.
I'll make the call. If you'll excuse me, I have a lot of work to do.
Thank you. I'm at your service. You people have my number.
Last
thing you serviced was
an automobile.
Burn?
Changed its oil.
Have a good day.
You have a good day too. Numbnuts. I don't know what that is.
I don't know. It's like backing out of the room.
It felt like you're like backwards
Boink, boink,
jumping.
boink. Yeah. That's what I'm doing. I'm, what is it? Screaming in my heart or whatever the roller coaster suggestion was.
Yes,
But
that's right.
I'm running away in my heart, but I'm leaving normally.
Von Charles, as you're on your way out, I guess I'll see you around.
That's up to the mayor.
Hey, I don't normally do this. Do you mind if I look up your number in the mayor's file?
For what purpose?
I was just wondering if maybe you wanted to get together and discuss politics sometime.
Not much of a political person. I'm just here to try to take care of the well-being of our city.
Well, then maybe you would like to talk about the city, or maybe clearly you like hockey. We could talk about hockey.
Have a good day.
Oh. And then from the back you hear, "Shut down."
You were a dick to me before, so fuck you. Why would I say yes to this?
Cold. Savage.
Have a good day.
Have a good day.
Suddenly, what's his name? Von Charles. VCOTT has now followed you on Twitter, on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook, on this, on that.
VCOTT is
Yeah.
awesome.
Von Charles.
Yeah.
That sinking sensation when someone is liking all of your photos in the past 6 months.
VCOTT has liked.
God.
Oh boy.
No, you're NPC. You say.
No, he doesn't do that. The mayor,
That's-
however, has liked whatever the most recent social media post.
That's fine.
the
That
hockey team
seems
is.
appropriate.
It's probably the photo of Dette and the mayor, no?
Probably.
Will be
Whenever it gets
soon.
posted, yeah.
I'm going to have the paramedics left the vicinity.
Yeah, they pulled her away.
Back to the crease. Back to Frostleaf.
The Yawns. Yeet.
You can continue working on the device.
Okay. I can roll again? Is that what I'm hearing? Let's try a different set of dice this time. That'll work.
I mean,
Sweet Jesus, no. One success.
okay, so you have 2 successes now. Out of the 10 that you require to
Should have bought some
fix the
more
device.
crafts. You
Not
dumb.
necessarily.
I would like to start setting up an email address that's as anonymous as possible.
Yeah, sure. Those aren't hard.
Great. I do
Mickyl,
so.
that's a great find, by the way.
Desperation at
Desperate Duke at
desperate Duke
At
gmail.com.
Hmail.
No,
Oh,
at
okay, yeah, yeah,
gmail.com.
sorry.
Burbles, derbles. You can show up at this point.
So,
How was your date?
It wasn't a date, Mickyl.
there was a chimera lurking in the mayor's office. The mayor seems to be mortal, didn't seem to notice the chimera. Chimera turned out to be really chonky despite being floofy. Was making all kinds of annoying comments, but the also maybe more interesting part was that he has a slew of police advisor, something like
Liaison.
that, liaison with the police. And she was super pissed at me and was acting like she wanted to murder me in the face. And even after I calmed her down, she still seemed mad at me. I think she's in on whatever this is. Her mortal name, or at least the name she gave, was Candace Cantley.
What makes you think she was
Googled.
Googled?
You see a couple of mentions of her working as a police liaison, but like nothing else that's really all that fascinating.
Has she been doing this for a while, or is this does this seem like a new
It's
position?
not clear.
Yeah, okay.
That's fair. What makes you think she's in on this?
She was telling me that I should stop and that I was gonna pay and that like I was uncool and lame and bad. I don't know. She was saying all kinds of stuff.
Oh, okay.
Let's kick her ass.
It's pretty distressing.
Well, she's been sent off with paramedics because she was trying to throttle me in front of the mayor.
She was trying to throttle you in front of the mayor? What an unusual thing to do in view of the mayor.
Yes.
She wasn't pushed to do that or anything, though.
Not that I noticed,
Not that-
but there was that weird chimera there.
Oh, okay.
His name was Frederick. Hey, Score! I yell at, I turn my head between both of their pockets as I shout.
So you just shout at their junk.
Yeah, basically.
Wouldn't be my first
Score!
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 Yeah. I'll pull out my phone just to see if Score's on it. I'm just not sure. I mean, look, I haven't met this person, and I don't. Anyone who's hurling abuse at you is no friend of mine, that's for sure. But maybe there's a contingent of people in the county who.
Hate
the
sports
baronetcy.
and think that they should be canceled forever?
No, who felt like the best way to contain the situation was by shutting them down. And that's certainly one approach. I don't think it's the right
but to
approach.
turn to the extreme of violence and...
Mickyl, it feels like somebody has pushed down on your pocket briefly as Score jumps out of your phone and starts walking along the table and starts
goddamn.
nosing a little bit at the Mickyl on the table. If there is a Mickyl.
At the Mickyl on
The sandwich.
Oh, the
Oh.
sandwich. Sure, I made another sandwich. It's my breakfast sandwich.
Classic. Exactly.
And my lunch sandwich.
That's all you eat,
Hey,
really.
Score, do you know
Breakfast
Chimera?
not just Cheerios. For texture.
Oh,
Do
crunchy.
you know a Chimera named Frederick? He's really floofy.
Oh, no, I'm afraid I'm only a few days old.
You haven't seen a floof in your adventures.
You're not very floofy. You're more kind of built.
With my 2 strength.
Well,
But
you're
like-
also you've got
I'm fit.
Hashtag fit.
you've got like this kind of wiriness to you. I imagine that it's because you spend an awful lot of time skating. You've got really powerful thighs.
Thanks.
Thanks.
I spend an awful lot of time pressed up against one of them sometimes.
Yep.
Oh my.
Enjoy your sandwich.
This is not your fucking sandwich. This is my sandwich.
It smells like good.
Back off. Get your own sandwich.
Get your own sandwich.
Well, now maybe we could split the sandwich.
Could somebody make me a sandwich?
Excuse.
Yeah.
Yeah, Burble will be thrilled to make you a sandwich.
Hey.
There is no bread left. There is also a surprising lack of peanut butter and banana.
Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Okay.
I'll go to the store. I'll be back.
Hang on. We can find something for Score. You probably don't know what you like yet, right? Because you're new to the world.
Well, I know what I like.
Oh.
Scores.
Yeah.
I'm working on the mirrors, reinstating sports.
Yeah. Great.
You can roll again.
Okay. Is that he's just doing it? He's just reinstating?
Hey, sports back.
Well, hang on. Let's not celebrate
Until
too
bad
much.
stuff
Son
happens
of
and
a
then it's canceled again.
No successes?
For God's sake.
lame ass roll. Okay.
Why didn't we bring it to the Pisky at the House of Scrolls?
that is a question. Why didn't you?
We could
You
still.
could roll.
Well, look, I'm gonna need some help with this. That's for sure. Oh, this thing is so complicated. It's just very precisely manufactured, you know. I need another.
Well, I
I
don't
could
know.
hit
I
it.
don't really know about building things.
Oh,
I'm just me.
yeah, you are. Don't worry, Score. We'll find you something to eat. And
You made
of
an
course-
email address. Are you doing anything with it? Or is it just like, look what I did?
Look
I did a thing.
If it's possible to upvote, I'm upvoting this forum post with my new email address.
You're not like sending an email to
No,
send an
not
email
yet.
address?
I'm
Why not?
establishing a.
Oh. I'm gonna.
Dear, to whom it may concern, I am a desperate man named Benjamin Burble.
Okay. So far, so good.
I could really use your assistance with getting me out of a debt that I'm very deep inside.
We need to make it convincing. We need a few more details. Okay. I lost I lost a vehicle in a fire, and inside that vehicle were some things that were very valuable to me.
Themis comes into the crease. You lost your car?
No. I'm
lost
lying.
all your Bitcoin in a boating accident.
all my Bitcoin in
that
a
happens to everyone with Bitcoin. It's crazy.
Do you think it was like on a hard drive maybe, and it sunk to the bottom of the lake?
Yeah.
Lots of rubies. You had a bag of rubies.
No, hang on. We don't want to go too wild with it. Themis, what kind of thing would you keep in a car that's really valuable?
My virginity.
You keep it in a car?
It certainly went somewhere, and I don't know where. Long time ago.
Before I even think about it, I go for a high five.
I've lost it.
And then I put my hand down.
Burble, do you know where to find it?
I don't.
She high fives you, and
Oh,
then
okay.
just like,
I don't think you can.
I don't keep things in my car.
Okay.
There's too many thieves out there.
Exactly. And the thieves set fire to it. Anyway, look, we'll work out the details later. Mickyl, I think this is a great idea.
To whom it may concern, I'm a desperate man named Benjamin Burble. I drove my car full of Bitcoin onto a boat and it sank.
Look, we don't need...
Please help.
No, okay, we'll work on the details. The point is...
Why do you work on the details? The details are not important.
Well, they need to be believable. And I think they will be. The point is that we're going to say that I know my luck is turning around.
If I'm a loan shark,
Yeah.
and I have somebody coming to me asking me for money, what is it that I'm really interested in?
When they can pay you back. Or
That's right.
hopefully not.
My ability to be repaid. With interest, of course.
Of course.
Do I care about why I need to give you the money?
Probably not too much.
Do I care about why you are in debt?
Take out the part about the boat. No, you're right.
What I care about is knowing whether or not you'll be able to repay me. Oh, thank you. And she reaches forward and she just grabs the Mickyl.
No! I do lunge to try to get the sandwich back.
Like lunges, or you lunge toward? Okay. Yeah.
I aggressively lunge, like I do a lunge to get
I mean, you get there first. She's not actually like snatching the sandwich. You sure that you're not sharing?
You're the second person to have asked whether Mickyl would share, and Mickyl has said no twice.
Well, I wasn't really interested in sharing. I'm just hungry, and there seemed to be a sandwich. Mickyl said you'd make me a sandwich.
We're out of sandwich things, but Dette and I are going to the store.
Score, do you even eat regular food?
That's a good question.
Maybe you can make
you
a sandwich
digest it?
out of parts from that thing. Is it important? What is that?
Scrap
I
metal.
immediately hide it. This is the device that Gonas was using. It's vitally important to our
Not out of
quest.
that. What about that? And I point to, I don't know, some of your tools.
A ball pit.
I'm gonna see if I can assemble some sort of dish of something for Score.
At any rate. I'm pleased. Well,
Oh,
I'm pleased to hear that you're enjoying your sandwich. Everything all right?
We're laying a trap. And sports back.
thanks, Mickyl.
You wouldn't have happened to come across a slua named Candace Cantley in her mortal name. She's got cheeks for days. Cheekbones for days.
Oh, that's different.
I'm interested in another set of cheeks.
That's her. Just checking. She's working with the
Specifically a
mayor.
Scottish woman. Do you know her?
Oh. Ding! Thank you.
No, I'm afraid not.
Cool.
She leaves.
Okay.
Clearly, nobody's interested in feeding her or...
I peel off the top layer, the best layer of the Mickyl, and pass it to her.
Well, no, that's very kind. She takes it, and like instantly your hand is now
it's covered.
just like covered in peanut butter, and
Disaster city.
I'll eat it in the car.
In the car.
Bon appetit.
She leaves.
I'll take bone ape tit.
Bone ape tip.
Bone apple tea.
Bone apple tea is fantastic. Oh God.
Yeah. My letter now says something to the effect of
I am desperate.
Desperate man.
desperate man.
Oh, are you writing a single set?
Yeah.
Well, in a way, we are.
Desperate
You're
for...
single? I never would have guessed.
Hey, was that sarcasm?
What's sarcasm?
Oh. Well, if it was, I'm really proud of you.
Burble,
No,
do you
it
want?
wasn't sarcasm because I don't know what sarcasm is.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I did it on purpose.
It's kind of like when you say one thing, but you actually mean the opposite, but you use a certain tone in your voice to imply it.
I don't think I have another tone in my voice. I think this is all the tone I got.
It's a good one, but
I'm not sure if it is.
it's just when you say that, it kind of makes me sound like, you know, I'm not supposed to be with anyone, and you know that's
No,
not
I'm
very
not,
nice.
I thought maybe you would have had a partner at home.
No.
Like maybe a mortal?
An
An Antonio Banderas blow-up doll?
You've been on the internet.
Can I roll for this?
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't have one. I'm going over to the laptop.
Do you want a fake name?
No.
I'm thinking chrysanthemum.
Why?
Not.
Hello,
It's the
I'm
longest-
Chrysanthemum Burble.
It's the longest word I know.
Poker expert.
I'm straight flush. A poker man.
Straight flush the poker man?
Stupidest name.
Sorry, straight flush just sounds like someone who's like, I am definitely not gay. My name is Straight Flush. I refuse to acknowledge all of the feelings that I have.
Oh God. It's pretty good. Themis was right. The reason doesn't really matter. I just need to make it sound like I know my luck is turning around. They'll invite us, well, me, to this event. And then we'll get to see what the whole deal is. We'll get to figure out why this person's doing this. And we'll stop them. It's that simple. Good job, Mickyl. And I go to boop her nose, and then I immediately stop myself from doing that.
I am amazing.
Yeah.
Your email is done, and I send it.
Oh God, no. Okay, yeah. Oh,
It's gone.
well, I probably could have spent some time editing that,
A
but
lot of typos, intentional typos.
no.
To show
Matt-
you're desperate. To show that the tears were hitting the keyboard, putting in some extra letters.
That's how you catch scammers. You put typos in. Or that's how you are a scammer. You put typos in.
Which one is it?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I
I am
saw a
definitely
news
not
headline.
a scammer, maybe.
Like it.
Anyway,
You catch scammers put typos in poor English in because if you respond to a mail that's clearly fake enough, then you're probably going to fall for the scam.
Yeah.
If you respond to an email that is perfectly written, but then you catch on later on that it's a scam, you've wasted their time. So
Makes sense.
That's why sites are not perfect. It's because you actually get more money from people who are very gullible.
Yeah.
Disappointing.
It just saves your effort of, like, you can send a million email to a million people, but once you have to actually interact with them,
Yeah.
you
You want
gotta,
it to be worth your
yeah.
while, so to speak.
gotta catch the people who don't pay attention to detail.
You stick around and make it worth your while.
Is the mayor really reinstituting athletics?
Yes. But if bad stuff keeps happening, he's gonna pull the plug, so we also have to get to the bottom of it.
Well, theoretically.
Also, this chimera that's lurking in his office is definitely in on it, I think.
Mickyl?
oh, a response? I'd like to look at it, please.
Send proof of the debt that you need cleared, and we could be in business.
Quick Burble transfer me way more than you have in your bank account.
I did say your name was Chase.
Chase.
Capitalized the A, so it's Chase.
Sorry, capital C, lowercase H, capital A, S-E,
C-E.
C-E?
Like an ace. Ace is high.
Oh my god.
Fuck off.
That's just your code name. It's okay that that's not your real name.
Right, it's my gamer tag name.
This is just like showing up to a date and being like, "Are you Tits McGee 472? I can't believe that you're here.
You're real?
Rocker 6969, lower score X, upper score X, lower score X."
Woo.
Oh, okay. You'll give it back, right?
Of course.
I'm just kidding. I'm going to...
I've got resources too. It's fine. I don't need to steal from you.
Who has the highest
Nice.
resources out of all of you?
I think we all have
I
two.
think we're all
Yeah, we all have two.
No.
So,
One of you's about to have 3, and one of you's about to have none.
Oh boy. I think that's a good idea. I can't really... I mean, I'm not going to take a photo of a burnt out car unless we want to go burn out a car. Say it was
I'm on it.
No, wait, no, Mickyl.
Quick, search the internet.
Yeah. Oh God.
Burnt out car.
Reverse image search. I am going to do that. I'm going to transfer as much money as possible out of my bank account. And then
Is our food an hour early?
No.
Okay.
It's not. I'm verifying, but I think that's what the...
I just saw you check your watch. I'm like, no.
yeah, everything's fine.
Good.
I'm going to do this. I'm going to essentially empty my bank account as much as possible, and then take a screenshot of it minus my account details and my name, Chase, and send it along. I'm going to include a little note. Very briefly explaining that
You have red in your ledger.
oh God, no. I was trying to think of a good reason to like have lost a lot of money all at once, because gambling debts doesn't make sense, because I feel like we're gonna go.
They haven't asked for a reason, so don't give them one.
I hodled a little too long.
The more crap tales you weave,
more crap
the
tales
more
you shall
crap
receive.
you have to shovel on top of it to make it stick.
Okay. Well, I don't like the language, but that does make a lot of sense. I think you're right.
Your wife left you and took all your money. And now you've got control of your accounts again, so she can't steal anymore.
Mrs. Cheese.
Ace.
Queen, I believe it would be. Queen.
Oh god.
So dumb.
It's like Nick, but for the Burbles of the world.
Dumb.
Ooh.
Folks, is our...
Okay.
Yeah?
Good.
Was there like a weird keyboard gesture that happened?
I think it might have been the magnet in this came close to this, which is just its sensor to see whether I close the lid or not.
Oh my god. I'm so glad. Sorry, it looked like our external monitor gave us like a little spinning wheel of like
Not just
thinking.
that one. My monitor went blank.
Oh god.
So that's why I think that's what that happened.
Okay.
Gracious.
We're good.
Magnets, how do they work?
He just wiped our hard drive, that's all.
I can't. There's no hard drive in
Yikes.
this thing.
No.
Hey.
Future.
We'll come up with a story for you, Burble,
Okay. That's probably not a bad idea.
and we will test you. We will quiz your ass.
Oh, I love his ass.
Who said that?
Demas?
Can I spend a couple points of glamour on that? Or? Oh, that's not how that works. Damn it.
Here, Burble's butt.
I will send this proof along via email.
You'll send it to me, and I'll send it along.
I will send it to Mickyl, and Mickyl will send it along. We'll make sure that we know where it is,
Click.
so that you guys can come in and loan a little muscle to the operation. My hope is that I won't necessarily lose, or if I do, it'll be because this person is cheating.
The
like
door
Glenn
to the
said.
crease slams open.
Oh God!
And Bo walks in and he goes, "Turn on the news, guys! Turn on the news!"
Oh!
All sports canceled forever. Sorry.
Once again, it would seem that sporting events in the city of Ottawa, Gatineau, Hull, are now once again. Well, he's not the mayor of Gatineau or Hull, is he?
It's Ottawa. Oh, that's a good. The greater city of Ottawa, I think.
But he's the mayor of Ottawa.
Of Ottawa, yeah.
So he can't make decisions that affect Hull or
I
Gatineau.
suppose that's true.
Much in the same way that the mayor of Montreal can't make decisions that affect, like, Point Claire.
Oh God.
For a brief window of time,
You good?
when we were one island, one city.
It's I. But Ottawa then.
Once again, in the city of Ottawa, sports are now once again restored. Blah, blah, blah. Rest of news story.
Okay.
The mayor says that after consulting with several experts,
That's you.
blah, blah, blah. Also worth noting, posted on the mayor's Instagram page, look, he's a duck. I mean, a goose honk.
The best news station ever.
Say duck one more time. Say duck one more time.
Quack. Quack.
Oh my God, Candace.
Quack.
She's back.
Quack.
Quack, 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 quack.
Quack, quack.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Because
quacked
she's a
over the
Sua. Her head can't crack. It
Right,
can
it
only
can only
quack.
Oh, did we kill
Candace?
PST?
Hey, this is great. This calls for a celebration.
Come on, you're Cathane. You'll heal.
So that's how that works.
I don't have spring.
That's correct, Gun Crew Fenris. Now, we can't be sure that this will, reinstating athletic events like this won't necessarily stop the problem, of course. But at the very least, we can, analyze more situations and see if this mysterious figure is sending out more, goons, more people to take the fall like Konas did. And we know what to be on the lookout for. And I point at the device, which is still kind of in pieces on the table. It's not going well.
Do we know anyone that's really good with mysterious magic wand, evil device things?
Technology like this? No. It's incredibly, well, if not rare, at least advanced. I could speak to Lady Genui. Perhaps she would know someone in the region, or at least she'd have more connections. Yan might as well. Oh, is Yan here?
Is he? He's not in the crease right now.
Can I sense him with my psychic sense? I'm gonna. God.
Well, I know I'm
maybe.
attracted to Yen, so is there anyone I'm attracted to in the room?
Yes, there it is. That's how that works.
No.
I'm gonna go upstairs.
Jesus Christ.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna go upstairs and I'm looking for Yan.
Yeah, you find him.
Okay.
He's, it's still during the day, so the store is still open.
Okay.
So he's sitting behind the register. He's currently selling somebody some Vans. They seem only interested in the fact that they're going to repaint the Vans. He is making suggestions on various paints that would be useful for customizing these shoes.
I look at my own kind of like nondescript brown like loafer type shoes.
Everybody in the store turns to you. They just looked at your shoes.
Oh,
you're buying for your child,
Shake
right?
their heads.
oh, jeez. Well, I'm not a skater! I exclaim at the top of my voice, apparently.
Get out!
Oh, I'm sorry.
Get
I'm sorry.
out!
I'm gonna have to go learn how to skate. I approached Yan when this transaction is over. I would have never thought of painting my shoes. That's so cool.
It's what it'll. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Oh.
Oh, geez. Woof.
No, that's me. That's not
Oh,
you.
okay.
It's relatively common
Oh.
to paint shoes. Why?
I just hadn't heard of it before. I see people stencil on them and so on.
Well, stencil, yes, but then you have to put something else on. What do you want?
Yeah, hi. There's something downstairs that you've already seen, a little device that I'm trying to repair. And I'm frankly, Yan, I'm shocked by the advanced technology contained within. I think I can put it back together, but it's really slow going. Do you know anyone in the baronetcy who might be I don't know, good with technology?
Technology? What is your technology?
2.
So you are good with technology.
Well, I need help. If no one else, Yan, maybe just your steady set of hands might be useful.
Together we might be able to make some headway. Bring it to the shop. I'll have a look at it when we are closed up.
Okay, thanks. I will. I appreciate it.
Excuse me? Excuse me?
Yes?
There's a kid who can't be older than like 6 years old.
Immediately gonna boop, squat down to eye level. Hi.
My sister does longboarding, and I don't know what to get for her birthday.
Whoa. Your sister sounds like a really cool person.
Yeah, she's way cooler than I am.
What? Why is that?
Because she's 16 and I'm 4. Or 6. 6.
Well, age isn't the only factor in determining coolness.
My sister says it is.
I don't know if your sister's necessarily right about that.
Oh, well then I don't have to get her a birthday
No,
present.
hang on. I think the best way to show how much you respect your sister is to get her something that will improve her longboarding, you know?
Could I draw on her board?
What would you draw?
I'd draw the two of us together holding hands.
Okay. Would you really draw that? Because if
Yeah.
I was your age, I might just
Yeah.
draw like a flower or something.
Yeah, I just need like a marker.
Well,
Do you sell markers here?
we don't sell markers, but we do sell a special kind of paint. You gotta be really careful with it. Maybe your mom and dad would be around to help you paint?
No, I came here to the skate shop all by myself. Her dad stands behind her. Sweetheart, I don't think that Amber wants you to paint on her board.
Oh. Well, that is too bad, because I thought it was a really good idea. But, and I point towards this row of decals, stickers that you can get, right?
And she starts pointing
Yeah, yeah.
at stickers, and her dad's like, okay, well, we'll look at stickers. Thanks. I appreciate it.
Oh, of course. It's my pleasure. Maybe she'll be old enough to ride one day too. You can come back to Yan's.
Sales pitch.
I'm just staring at
damn
the
it,
guy for
Burble.
just literally staring at him now.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to look at stickers with my daughter now.
Yo, I'm gonna go now. Goodbye. Thank you. Toddle down the stairs, back to the crease. Whew, social interaction is hard. Says the boggin. Good lord.
That hard?
No, it's fine. I'm just joking around.
Just a knob.
Can confirm.
Mickyl, you get an email back.
Can you mute me?
It describes a set of instructions, which is basically stand outside this freehold at this time of day. A limo will pull up, will take you to your destiny. Ooh. And then there is a sign, a photo of Burble's bank account. It now has $40,000 in it.
Jesus. Hey, Burbsy, you're rich.
When he left, he got so excited he had to go to the bathroom.
Had to go whiz out his excitement. Meet outside lit on Saturday. It worked. So we're gonna have to follow that car.
Yes, we are.
Wait, what? Hold on. If you're gonna follow a car, you should know that dogs who chase cars don't know what to do with them when they actually catch them.
Correct.
Are you a dog?
No.
Okay, so we don't have to worry about that.
Thank you for sharing what you learned today.
We can make a tracking device and stick it in him.
Ew.
In case we lose him. It's for his own good.
People sell tracking devices these days. They're called air tags and or tiles. You put that somewhere, and then we can follow that. We don't have to invent a tracking device.
That's way easier.
because I have no idea how to invent a tracking device, but I know how to go into a store and spend Burble's money.
Yeah, let's do that. While he's gone.
Cha-ching!
Shopping montage ensues.
I just want to that the image that was sent to you is an image. Like, it could very easily have just been photo manipulated. It's not like he sent a link to his bank account. I just wanted to make that very clear.
Excellent. So we'll have to find out if it's true before we spend all his money.
I mean, he did send his money to, who did he send it to? You?
Dette.
Which one? Okay, Dette.
Me.
I mean, like, you could just spend his money right now if you wanted to.
They didn't tell him how much interest he needed to pay back, or what that he just they just
they
sent
an image that just was like basically a copy of the image that you sent him, except now the bank balance is like 40,000.
Check your balance, Burbsy Wurbsy.
I will.
and then we're gonna track your ass.
In just a moment, if you could unmute me.
Yeah.
Thank you. So, I have been sent some money, it would seem. Already?
Open your account, find out.
Yeah.
Your account is the same as it was before.
Oh. I see. Promises of riches. I look to Dette. Can I have my money back? Oh no, actually keep it. Keep it, just in case they need to see more
Proof?
proof.
Great. We were going to buy a tile tracker or Apple AirTag thing to track you because I don't know how to invent one.
You don't have to invent one.
They exist because I
Exactly.
can go to a store and buy one with your money.
You could. There's also the ability to track my phone.
How do I do that?
They might confiscate your phone.
That's a good point. But you'll at least know where it is.
We could track a few things on you.
Yeah, that's true. I just don't want to. What I don't want to do is run into a situation where they find a tracking device on me and believe that
They're on
in
your
danger.
keys because you forget your keys all the time.
This is a smart one right here. I like that.
Do you have a... What else do you forget? Glasses. You can't put them on glasses. They're too big.
Would it be possible to seal? I don't know how Apple AirTags work. Would it be possible to seal an Apple AirTag inside a faux keychain?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
So here, just instead of spending a lot of time on this, what are you trying to do?
Be able to.
We just want to be
they
able to
wanna-
track him in case we lose him when we're following the car.
Apple AirTags are very common and a lot of people use them. So you could
Great.
probably just, like you said, attach it to your keychain and
Okay,
that
cool.
would be fine.
Good.
If they were like, if you want to hide an AirTag on you, just sew it into one of your pockets or put, I mean,
Yeah.
it depends
Yeah.
on
This
what they're
pocket.
doing. If they demand that you like go through a metal detector, then you're going to have to give it up.
Yeah, that's fine. But
But, like-
presumably not. We will see how it goes. Okay, I appreciate that. I'll keep it on my keys then and just in plain sight.
Should we hand wave the purchase of it then?
We go to a store.
Of course. Yeah.
Hooray!
Perfect.
We also buy ourselves dinner
Huzzah!
thanks to Burble's money.
Hey, wait a second. Was the email for next Saturday or this Saturday? I was just out of the room.
I imagine it's for the next
Upcoming
Saturday. Whatever Saturday will hit us next.
Right.
Which was soon. So we're just going to accelerate to that
Yeah,
point.
I'm into it.
Sure.
Who's down willpower? By how much?
2.
Just refill.
Okay. Thank you. I just have the one. Thank you.
Thank you, Kate.
Sunset, close to the Canadian War Museum. I think it's the Canadian War Museum and not the Canada War Museum. I'm pretty sure it's
I
Canadian.
think so. Yeah,
think
that
so.
sounds right.
Sunset at this time, I mean, it's the summertime.
Yeah.
Sunsets are gorgeous.
Mm.
Who wouldn't? It's a little hot.
Yeah.
And all the kind of concrete and asphalt that's outside is radiating the heat that it's been absorbing all during the day. So it might be a slightly sweaty Boggin who is standing outside. What are the two of you doing?
There are like ramps outside of the building and inside the building because there's like 2 floors and there's like I seem to recall there being ramps when I was there. So I feel like I'm going to be like up there leaning with my back to where the parking lot is on my phone, but I'm actually using my selfie cam to like watch towards where he's at.
Some
So you're not like playing cookie clicker?
That's some spy shit right there, though. I like that.
Kate is playing cookie
Maybe
clicker.
another tab, you know?
I am in my car, in the closest legal stopping zone to where the limo normally pulls up.
So like the parking lot.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm going
That's
to ask the
neat.
two of you to roll your stealth. So let's have you roll your, because you've taken some time to prepare this. So I will say that you can either roll your intelligence stealth, or you can roll your manipulation stealth.
Manipulation it is.
It's not going to count as a social roll for you.
Makes sense.
I mean, like, you're trying not to be seen. It's not like people are like, red cap. Well, I shouldn't have noticed her.
Standard difficulty?
Yes.
Hey.
Two of you are relatively out of sight when a limousine pulls up. Satyr steps outside and initially waves in somebody who exits the museum at this time. Like, so I don't know whether you're just about to get up, but you see an issue walk out of the War Museum. She has a very kind of light cloak which she is wearing around herself, kind of covering her face a little bit. You can tell that she's an issue by the pupils of her eyes being, basically stars being within her dark eyes.
Yeah.
And so she is heading on right through. But then the satyr turns to you and he also indicates for you to get towards the limo as well.
I'm going to play it as cool as I can, nod, start heading towards the back door of the limo. I think Burble's probably wearing like not a particularly flattering like short sleeve button-up shirt, it's maybe in some sort of like brown pattern. It's just not a particularly nice looking thing. It's a little untucked, I'll try to get a bead on the satyr as I go by. What's their demeanor like? How do they look?
He looks pleasant enough. He's wearing something akin to a uniform. I believe I described it the last time.
You mentioned that, yeah.
Yep, same thing.
Okay.
What's his appearance?
Too. He's. It's fine. It's a good question to ask, but he's just a normal looking satyr. He is. He looks
described
pleasant
as
enough, but he
hot.
isn't saying anything. He's just gesturing towards where you need to go.
I kind of mouth the word thanks towards him as I slide inside.
He gets back into the limo after he closes the door outside. The windows are tinted very, very heavily to the point where you effectively can't actually see out of them.
Oh boy.
You could see out the front, though, as the divider between the driver's and passenger seat and the back is still open.
Oh, interesting.
The satyr turns around once it's down. You also notice that sitting next to the satyr in the driver's seat is a red cap.
That's not good.
John, I just wanted to point out, Kate mentioned this, but Chul did describe the satyr as very handsome. If that changes the score.
Chul is a cord. Chul has different opinions.
true, it's
of what
very
makes
true,
someone
yeah.
hot.
He has to tell the truth.
He has to tell the truth.
I mean, his uniform looks really nice, but he's just an average-looking guy.
Cool beans.
The red cap beside him, however, is distinctly unpleasant looking. He has an appearance of one. But he is wearing like the same sort of flat-brimmed cap that you may be familiar with, Scott, and his uniform is ill-fitting.
Oh.
Satyr turns around. The trip's going to take us about 30 minutes.
Kind of flash a thumbs up to the front, and I'll look over to the issue. And I'm gonna test the waters a little bit, see if the satyr doesn't want us talking.
I didn't hold long enough.
Hey, how you doing?
The satyr doesn't seem to have any problem with you addressing the issue. The issue just shrugs. Satyr says, "You're welcome to anything that you find back there. There's some bottles of water. I think there might be some beers left in the mini fridge. It won't be very long, and believe me, we'll take good care of you when you get there."
It's very kind. I really think this is a great opportunity you're offering. Well, I hope so anyway. Oh, damn. All right. Okay.
Chunk. But as he's doing that, could I have you roll me your manipulation subterfuge, please?
Yeah, sure.
Let's just see if you absolutely fucking blow it.
Diff?
6.
No successes.
Okay, so you don't absolutely fucking blow it, but like...
It's not great.
What are the two of you doing now that he's in the limo?
Waiting until it's begun to drive away before I'm going to move any further. Once that happens, I will...
The limo does start leaving.
As soon as Dette gets in the car, I'm going after it.
I'll hurry over to the car.
Let's drive. Let's give chase.
Love it. Chase is pretty. It's pretty solid, Liz. Like, that's pretty choice. I'll look over to the issue once again and kind of smile as pleasantly as I can. If we're going to be on at least a short ride together, we may as well get to know each other, right? Can't tell me you're not curious. Not one for talking. Okay.
No. You have to understand it isn't you.
Is it the world or something?
I'm merely experiencing a lot of nervousness at this time.
Me too. I'm a nervous talker, though. I imagine you're the opposite.
What did you say your name was?
Chase. I like whisper.
I understand. I don't give my real name either.
What's wrong with Chase?
You do not look to me as somebody who would be named Chase.
I see. Okay, I understand. Whoop. Kind of like push my spectacles back up my nose. I still think it's a pretty cool name. That's what I'm sticking with.
I did not say it was not cool. I just said it isn't your name.
You got me. Are we in trouble?
No. Why would you think we are in trouble?
Like I said, when I get nervous, I just talk a lot. Well, because we're going somewhere that's going to make everything better. We're going to use... No. Hear me out. We're going to use our innate... We're coming out of the valley. And we're going to ride the wave up to the peak again. And does that mean we're going to be okay, or are we just going to come down again on the other side?
You must understand. For me, and others like me, luck will always see us through, to the end. As long as you are with me, the journey will continue.
Okay.
It is the way of things.
I'll stick with you then, mysterious stranger.
You don't have to call me that.
Okay.
You could call me Tala.
Tala? Tana?
Tala.
Okay, Tala. I trust you. That we're gonna get there.
I know.
I just don't know what to expect.
You don't have to worry. Everything will be made clear soon enough, I imagine.
Yes, I suppose so.
Okay, so for the two of you, Thelma and Louise, where are you going?
We are following that limo.
Follow that limo.
I will interrupt you to say that I just got notice that our food is being prepared.
Oh, well, that's
Hurrah!
good. That seems relatively time appropriate.
You would think that this wouldn't be a time of notability in this stream, but for us, it apparently is.
Close.
I am in the passenger side
Of your best friend's ride?
ride.
Oh,
Yeah,
very nice.
Trying to holler at someone?
we'll see.
You're a scrub.
Oh,
know.
no.
I'm not a scrub yet.
So you're just following along, but I assume that you're following at, like, vague distance.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm going to point out that this isn't exactly how air tags work, but I also don't care.
It would have been very boring to hear us
Well, isn't
debating
it that like points in a vague direction?
Well, it knows where it is, but like it's not like it provides you with one-to-one real time where it's going to be. Like it would have to keep check. I've never used an air tag to track someone, so I don't know for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Probably also have Find My Friends on and shit like that.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's worthwhile, but like yeah. Anyway,
Also, I presume you're, like you said, you're following the limo.
Yes.
Yeah.
In case it suddenly like
No, of
goes
course, yeah.
through Narnia or something.
Yeah.
it just like flips on its own.
No, but if they
Metamorphonized.
take evasive maneuvers, we'll like continue on and just make sure they stay behind us.
I'm trying. Mickyl has an audiobook of the Hunger Games playing, so that starts up automatically when we.
Go, Katniss. I think you should be with Peter. Was the character's name? Was it
PETA and Gale. Damn it.
PETA? PETA.
Classic Mickyl.
Peter. PETA. Same difference.
Hunger Games is my life.
I see.
Rue's dead.
Fuck.
Spoilers for like a 20-year-old book. How long is
Actually.
it?
Oh, jeez. At least 15, yeah. Long time.
PETA.
That's Gwyneth Paltrow and Hook.
Peter!
I was referencing PETA. Anyway, we're going many layers deep here, and we're driving.
Deep
are.
into debt. The ride is relatively uneventful. You don't end up in Narnia, for what it's worth. But you do notice that you are, well, you don't actually necessarily. Although if you want to, you can roll a very high wits drive to try to determine where you're going based on like the twists and turns.
I don't want to try that. I feel
You
nervous
know
about
that you are actually crossing into Hull, which is, for people who don't know, Ottawa sits on the border of Quebec and Ontario, two provinces in Canada. However, the urban area of Ottawa ends and the urban area of Hull begins basically over a bridge.
Yeah.
There's a river.
Yep.
And Hull is located in Quebec. Notable because it's where all the Ottawa kids go to drink when they hit 18,
I'm in this picture.
because the drinking age in Quebec is 18, whereas the drinking age in Ontario is 19.
We're entering the Hull mouth. The road to Hull
Amazing.
is
Jesus
paved with
Christ.
good intentions.
whole mouth. Mayor of Hull
Mayday,
is
mayday.
unhappy with this.
Now,
Damn.
the Casino de Hull, is that what it's called?
Volunteer distribute.
There is a Casino de Hull, yeah.
Is it really?
There is. There's also a Casino de Lac Limi,
Yeah,
which is nearby, I believe.
Yeah.
Casino de Hull. Yep. Well, there's Casino du Lac Limi,
Limi.
Casino du Lac Limi.
and that seems to be where Casino de Hull links to. So it might have formerly been the Casino de
that
Hull, and
sounds
now it's Casino
possible,
du Lac
yeah.
Limi.
Yeah, I always knew it.
Wow, that is a 1-point review. Dealers are vacuum cleaners and constantly cleaning tables of any chips to a point where it is obvious that their card shufflers are rigged to favor the house. Tried the ultimate Texas Hold'em, and I'm finishing this review. This is way too fascinating.
I'm jazzed. Didn't realize there were
Tried the
cheats
ultimate
working
Texas
there.
Hold'em, and dealers constantly hit flushes and straights to a point where all players are thinking the results are predetermined and grossly favor the house. Even dealer are flabbergasted at their own luck and admit they have never that lucky when playing the other side of the table. Basically, if one of the players had the same luck as the dealers, the house would be suspicious of foul play. It is just unreal the house edge and luck over this game beyond belief. Return to players are very poor. Obviously, with over 100 employees on duty every day, Lotto Quebec needs to pay them somehow. Would be interested to see how much they make every week and how much they pay out, but they don't publish this like other casinos. There are better places to play where you don't lose your shirt. I would perhaps help if the staff was friendly, but they are not. Paul M., man, seems like you just caught some bad beats.
Damn.
Yeah.
I really like the part where
back
they're
with-
like,
yeah.
"Oh, this casino's making so much money." You're like, like, isn't that's the purpose?
That's
Spoiler
how it
warning,
works.
casinos don't need to cheat to make money.
That's correct. Yeah.
Every game out there, the odds are stacked against you.
Yeah. Just how much is the question, right?
Yeah.
And the other thing is that Ultimate Hold'em, like Texas Hold'em, you just sit and you play against other players. You don't play against the house. The house just takes a rake of each pot.
Yeah. Unless this is some weird version
Ultimate
at this,
Hold'em, the dealer
this-
plays.
Maybe? I don't know.
at the casino.
Apparently, we have to go to a casino to do some research for this.
Well, I've been to Limi a couple of times, so I can.
Me
I
too.
could show us around. We could show you around.
Kate, have you ever been to a casino?
No.
I've never been to a casino that was on land.
I'm going to have to dust off those old rags, aka buy clothes.
Clothes. You go.
I always enjoyed being in casinos, but I would show up with $30 in cash and not the ability to take out any more. And I would use $10 at the slot machines and just use that until it was gone and use the rest for drinks, which usually bought me 2 tiny drinks. And that would be my night.
Good way of doing it.
It was a good time. I just enjoyed it.
I have here.
Oh.
Yes, Jupes.
So I've been to a casino on a cruise ship.
Incredible.
This is a $1 chip from the Caribbean Princess because it's the $1 that I made on that voyage
There you go.
playing roulette.
There
Nice.
you go.
Nice.
And I cashed in all of them except for one, which I kept,
There you
which
go.
I probably shouldn't have done. And the cops are after me. But yeah, I made $1.
No, wouldn't they prefer that you not cash it in? That's $1 that they get to keep forever. I mean,
have a
the
feeling
chip
like it costs more
something.
than $1 to manufacture
know.
this chip.
I don't know. They probably make like thousands of them.
Yeah, but they
It's
like
not
have
like
very
actual
specific
money.
security.
It's not like actual money where it has to cost $1 to make $1, or else the government is printing money and economics.
Royal Caribbean Police, freeze.
I don't think they were gonna like arrest a child.
I'm not a child.
John was a child.
I thought you were a child. when you were
Gambling for
gambling.
money
For a second.
Why would a child be gambling for money?
It was John. I don't know.
What does that mean?
I wouldn't put it past
16,
you to
but
be a
He's been an
casino shark.
adult. He's looked like an adult the whole time you've known him.
It's true. I thought
Yeah.
he's always been this way.
Yeah.
Sharking away.
Just sharking the tables.
Sharking.
I'm not yes, I won this $1 off a casino. What I'm not telling you is that I've been to on the same ship. I went to the casino because I went on 2 cruises on that ship.
Okay.
With my family. One time I came out with $1. Not $1 alone. Like I
No,
made
you
my money
netted.
back and I netted $1. The other time I lost $100.
Oh.
Sure.
Which is not big. Like that
No,
was
no,
that was
but,
what
like-
I had budgeted for myself
Yeah.
for the entire cruise.
Yeah.
It's all your pocket money you'd saved.
No.
Oh.
Yes. I did not have a lot of money.
Gee.
I
But
was 7.
It was worth it. It was worth it for the time, but that's what I had. I don't know if I'd ever go back to a casino.
Know your limits. Play within them. Go to blinkaching.com.
If you ever see Scott on a TV telling you to
Run,
gamble,
absolutely
don't
run,
listen
or
to
your
him.
computer screen. Yeah, just run.
yeah.
Very good.
Some
Very
of us have been paid off by Lotto Quebec.
Is it .com?
good. Yes. We did alt takes with .net, and I don't know if it links to the same place.
Let's find out.
Stupid.
Spam spyware.
Bling-ka-ching?
Yeah. Oh, you should share it on screen. I don't know if
It
there's
is
gonna be
blinkaching.com.
I don't know if there's like sound cues though, John. Heads up.
I'm
Oh
sure.
my
It's
God,
his
there he
face!
There he
is.
is.
So dumb.
What a
Bonus
gem.
$999.
It's so
I
wild.
don't know whether you can see his face.
No,
or
it's not
anything.
Oh, and then all the pop-ups.
Yeah,
come
it's
up,
his face.
which is so good. Someone programmed all those pop-ups to come up, which is pretty wild.
Avant de cliquer sur un site illégal, posez-vous des questions. Le seul site casino et paris sportif 100% légal au Québec, c'est l'autoquebec.com.
Paul M might take issue with that. I'll take it.
Either way,
Yes.
it does pull up
.net
outside.
redirects to .com.
Okay.
Excellent.
However, the limousine is heads towards a VIP parking area that you do not have access to.
Damn it. We didn't think this through.
Surprise. What a shocker.
We didn't think this through. The story of actually, that's what the next
RPGClinic,
campaign is going to be called. We didn't think this through.
I'm into it. That's great.
You've got it for your Blades in the Dark campaign.
Outside of?
We didn't
VIP
think this through.
entrance.
Thank you. All right, I'm going to write that down.
Well, we'll just wait out here, I guess, for him to come out. No, I'm kidding. We'll think of a plan.
Go in. No?
Yeah.
Come find me. Come find me, guys. Help.
Sure.
I'm checking in with Tala. Sorry, I keep forgetting. Just seeing how she's doing as I wait to be let out of the limo, I suppose.
The limousine goes into a garage.
Okay.
So it is, again, still not clear where you are. Although now you can tell that it's moving slowly and like the texture is not road underneath you. You heard like a door opening and closing.
I'm gonna sneak up to the front and knock on the window, the partition.
You hear, knock on that window again and you lose your knuckles. One at a time.
Silence from the back. Can I ask a question through it?
What?
I just wanted to know how I could be better prepared for what's to come. I like
There's
to
a
prepare myself.
screech.
Oh God. Oh.
And the window goes down. The satyr is like, please, we don't have to. And the red cap turns around. Clearly you don't want us to help you. Because we asked you to sit your ass down and wait. You want to keep asking questions for us? I'm just going to throw you outside of this limo right now. And because you don't even know where outside is, you just might fall very far into a river that's way too cold, even in the middle of summer. So why don't you ask this question if you believe it'll help your situation?
I don't say a word. Burble shuffles back on the couch, like all the way to the back of the limo again.
The red cap punches at the button to put the divider up, except that he punches it a little too hard, and you can hear a bit of plastic go snap.
Oh.
The window does not go up. Shit. This is coming out of your debt. And he just keeps driving. Now you can see that you're in an underground garage.
Okay.
But it's still not clear where. Two of you.
Cinna came through every time.
So are we in fact outside of a casino? Or was that an entire tangent about casinos?
No,
We're
we
genuinely
are
outside
at
a casino.
The Lac Limay Casino.
So we can try to talk our way into the VIP section, which is where they have disappeared to.
Well, we can go into the normal entrance and then I can find someone who is a fan of sports and
A fan of sports.
shake some hands
I love
and
sports.
pose for some
What's that?
selfies
Holy shit, I love sports.
and see if I can't mosey my way over.
Or maybe you are a VIP. You're famous,
I'm not that famous.
and I'm your driver.
You are my driver, so you should be
I
my
proceed
driver.
to the VIP section
Yes.
just to see.
Mickyl.
Just to see.
I like the idea that Dette always wears her jersey under her clothes so that if there's ever a point where she just has to reveal herself in hockey players, she just goes like Superman style.
Yeah. Looks like you need a goose.
So you drive up to the VIP garage, and there's a little like key card thing, and a speaker, and a button that says call. And there's a couple of security cameras on the other side of the door. But otherwise, it's not a manned area.
Call.
This isn't visitor parking. This is, sorry, it's actually going to be in French, but I'm not going to want you to. Anyway,
Ceci n'est pas une pipe.
Thank you.
this isn't regular parking. This is VIP parking.
I have Dette Douglas of the geese. Of the geese here. She was told to come to this entrance.
Okay, that's interesting. Can you roll me your manipulation subterfuge, please?
Oh, yeah. And then it's 2 fewer dice, right? Or is it 2?
Red caps have a +2 difficulty.
It's +2
Oh, I'm
diff.
gonna blame the mayor. No, I'm gonna blame Candace.
I'm gonna blame.
Blame
So the
Candace.
difficulty is 8 for you.
I am going to spend a willpower
Oh, there you go.
because I'd love to not botch this.
Let me
I imagine that's
that one
probably
in for you there. Boop.
Thank you.
That will be 2 successes, including my willpower.
She's not on the list.
Tell that to the mayor.
Which mayor?
I give the appropriate mayor for Hull.
Oh, interesting. So you're not even the Ottawa
Just
mayor.
straight
Because
lies.
I know that there's probably like they probably don't like
Bad
each other.
blood?
I feel like if I name drop the Ottawa mayor, it's gonna go poorly.
I
So the mayor of Hull currently is.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's the UK.
So
I'm
many
like
lies.
gonna glare
totally different
daggers
thing.
at Mickyl right now. I'm like, why are you saying the wrong mayor?
Don't worry, ma'am. We'll get this figured out.
That's Gatineau.
Yeah, well, Gatineau, Hull got rebranded to Gatineau. As far as I understand, that's what happened.
Okay.
It also might be part of the city. Now I'm not gonna look it up.
Yeah, no. So the mayor of Gatineau, because I think you're correct. I think they rebranded to Gatineau because Gatineau sounds more French than Hull.
That is.
What?
Is France Bellil.
Oh, Belle-Île.
She is Gatineau's first female mayor.
Hey.
for them.
Tell that to Gatineau's first female mayor, France Bellil.
Yeah, really playing up that social difficulty there, Liz, huh?
Woo! Jesus Christ. I love it.
Fine, go inside. The door opens up. The door doesn't open.
Go inside. Yeah, exactly.
Passez un bonsoir.
Okay.
What kind of car do you drive?
My God.
Ooh, really good question.
Absolute shit box, I'm sure. No offense. Like, I'm sure.
Oh,
She has
God.
resources too. She could afford
that's true.
a
Honda
decent car.
Civic.
A Toyota Camry.
2000 and
Oh,
whatever.
God. All right, fine.
I think it was, yeah.
So the Camry, what color is it?
Beige.
Beige Camry drives into the VIP.
Alongside, like, Lambos and shit, I assume.
Yeah,
Woo!
Ferrari.
like limousines,
Beige Toyota
Lambos.
Camry.
Maseratis.
Oh, God. Ugh.
We aim to educate. Kung Fu Thunders.
Dad, you okay, or, or did you have a nosebleed all of a sudden?
Oh, boy.
Oh, God. I have to keep track of all of Mickle's lies. There's so many.
Good luck.
Door opens up on the limo, the Escalade limousine.
That's right. Yeah.
Seder says, "You're here."
Thanks.
The Duke will see you now.
What's face's lies might have been true.
I'm gonna. What's his face? I'm gonna kind of
Conan.
scoot a little closer as I'm getting out of the Escalade and try to whisper to the satyr. Just if you can apologize to the Red Cap for me. If you need assistance, I've never worked on anything like that before, but I'm pretty handy.
We're going to handle it. We have our own mechanics. It's very appreciated, Mr. Burble. That is not the name that you gave in the email.
I feel like just a single bead of sweat like immediately stands out on his forehead and he wipes it away. Right. The Duke.
As for you, and the Red Cap approaches behind Tala and with a garrote just pulls. She gets yanked off her feet and he starts dragging her back.
I reach out and then I turn to the satyr. What are you doing?
Don't worry, we aren't going to hurt her.
You already are. Someone's going to see this.
No, it's a chimerical weapon. Wouldn't worry. Besides, and he looks up and you can see that the cameras they do not have any lights on them.
Okay.
The Duke does not appreciate it when some try to gain access for illegitimate reasons. It lessens the integrity of the game.
Oh. I see.
Don't worry. She's going to be left outside. She'll wake up and everything will be fine.
I'm going to be honest. I know I'm not in a position necessarily to ask this sort of question, but I don't feel particularly trusting anymore, seeing what you do to people who you drive all the way along here.
This is for your safety, Mr. Burble.
My safety?
Absolutely.
She wasn't doing anything.
Who did she say she was?
Tala?
No.
Oh.
Please.
Okay.
The gaming tables are this way. And he starts heading towards a door that is chimerical.
I see. I'll,
So for the two of you,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
It's a really good question. Making sure that red cap with the garrote does not see us.
Well, I mean, you're still in your car.
Yep.
You're driving in. Like, are you trying to find the limousine or are you parking?
No, I think we're just parking, hey,
Go.
so we can try to be as unobtrusive as possible. Yeah. I pull into an open parking space.
Oh. Hull is the central business district and oldest neighborhood of Gatineau.
Okay, that makes sense.
Facts.
It's on the water too, right? So the oldest neighborhood certainly checks out. Hashtag facts.
What are we wearing? God, did we dress for
I'm
a
definitely
poker
not
game?
dressed for a casino. I don't think we would have. I don't know. We'd have been like following him. I don't know.
Dette
Do either of
theoretically
us have
doesn't
sparrows
need
and
to.
nightingales?
No, definitely.
No, I do not have.
All
In
right.
2002, the Parti Québécois merged the cities of Hull, Gatineau, Aylmer, Buckingham, and Masson-Angers into one city. Although Hull was the oldest and most central of the merged cities, the name Gatineau was the only original city name among the 5 final names offered as choices for the amalgamated city.
Wow.
So they all chose Gatineau.
It's pretty wild, hey, that there's like some English town names in there and some French town names in there. Like, despite the fact that they're all essentially in the same geographical region.
But in 2004, there was a referendum to decide whether Hull would remain in Gatineau, but the majority of those who voted in Hull voted against the de-amalgamation, and so the status quo prevailed. So yeah, that's what happened.
Okay, cool.
We have two choices. We either make for the chimerical door and say fuck it, or
Is it
we
a chimerical door? I definitely whiffed on that.
There's a chimerical door and I think a mortal VIP door as well, right? I feel
Yeah, like there's a mortal VIP entrance for the casino, which is basically a place where VIPs would be welcomed by casino staff. There'd be sort of like here's the additional security we're going to offer you while you're at the tables. We definitely want you to gamble. You do have a lot of money to gamble, don't you? Here's a private cashier, blah,
Great.
blah, blah, blah. But there's another door, which is a chimerical door, which
Okay.
mortals presumably don't have access to. However, as you've parked in an empty parking spot, you notice that there is a red cap who is now pulling what seems to be a lifeless body alongside it.
oh fuck.
You go chimerical, I go mortal, because I at least have a mortal excuse to be a VIP, and then I can start asking questions about a private game. And
The satyr is guiding
Expose
Burble towards the
them.
chimerical
Oh, thank
door.
God. Okay, because otherwise I'm like, that might be Burble. All right, we're good. It's not our friend. We're fine.
plan,
Plan, let's do this shit.
break.
Plan is break.
Plan is that I go into mortal VIP because I am a mortal VIP. You go into.
What is there for you in the mortal VIP room, though?
I will be the. Hi, I am a person that theoretically is known and thus wants to be treated as a VIP.
Oh, okay.
And
To
then
provide cover for Mickyl parking in the wrong place.
Correct.
I'm going to ask questions about this private game that I've heard about to try to expose and or get into the other game.
Okay.
That's my plan. Whether or not it makes sense, that's what Dette is doing.
All right. Mickyl?
I'm waiting until these two disappear in the chimerical door, and then I'm going through the chimerical door.
Hope I don't die.
Woo!
Seder,
Fine.
Seder says, "Welcome to the gaming tables," and opens the door and indicates to you.
I nod again. Thank you for your hospitality.
You'll be well taken care of, Mr. Burble.
Good. And I'll go through to the gaming tables.
Then the Seder closes the door, turns around, and starts walking back towards the limousine. What about you? You could choose to hide, or you could choose to stay out.
It's
But
like
they will notice you if you're just like walking towards the door.
How
leave
far
her
away
in
is the red
driver's
cap?
seat. Like
The red cap is currently stuffing the body back into the limousine.
Oh, okay. So the red cap's at the limousine.
Yeah, outside the limousine, having the door open and just basically like pushing this body into the back of the limousine.
I want to hide in eavesdropping distance
Okay.
for those two.
So, what are we doing with this one? Exactly what we said we were going to do. We're just going to dump her outside. She hasn't wronged us, other than lying. And we definitely don't want to cause more of a stir. We're dissuading, nothing more. We were acting in self-defense. I mean, we could just get rid of her right here, right now. Are you an idiot? Are you an absolute numbskull? We're not going to get rid of it. She's a person. We're not murderers. Get in the car. They get into the limousine. The doors close. You can't hear them while they're inside the limo. The doors closed.
Gotcha.
Super ear.
I'm gonna wait until the car is
Yep.
pulled away
Limousine
before
pulls
going
away.
through. Yeah.
They leave.
When they are clear, then I try to go through the door.
All right. Dette, you
Real
get
VIP.
into the VIP room. I'm going to ask you to roll a die of luck, please. Actually, okay, well, no, I'll take the roll. What was the roll? 1?
Okay.
Well, okay. Now I want you to roll me your charisma athletics at a difficulty of 9.
Oh my god.
athletics. Does hockey apply?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Chathletics.
Chathletics. I like it. Chase
With some
left.
hockey. That is 1, 2, 3, 2, 1.
1 success.
Yep.
Okay, so when you enter into the VIP area, you see that there's a couple of cashiers. There's somebody's holding with a dessert cart in front with many different laden down, very sweet, very decadent looking things. And what looks to be just a very official, business-like looking woman who's carrying a briefcase, which is attached to her wrist. Hello?
Hi there. I was suggested to come join a private game this evening. The mayor of Ottawa, insert name here.
Ottawa or Hull?
Ottawa.
Gatineau?
I do say of Ottawa.
You say of Ottawa.
Yeah.
All right.
Recommended it, though he may have just been repeating what his colleague Candace.
Could I have your name, please?
Dette Douglas.
Ms. Douglas, I'm afraid you're not on the list.
Great.
Fuck.
I guess insert mayor name here. Must have forgotten that you need to be on the list. What would you recommend that
Jim
I
Watson.
enjoy? Jim Watson.
Classic Jim Watson.
The most Ontario name I can
I
think
honestly.
We are not attempting to represent the real Jim Watson in our game. We know nothing about him. He's probably an okay dude.
of. Sure has a nice smile.
I'm sure Mr. Watson just forgot about needing to be on lists. You know, he's probably been on it for a while now. What would you recommend I do so that I can tell him that I had a great time here tonight?
That was pretty slick.
Yeah. I didn't actually know where I was going until right at the end. That was pretty nice.
Pretty slick. Let me see what I can do, Ms. Douglas. Why don't you have some refreshments, and I'll get back to you in just a few minutes.
Thank you kindly.
And she goes and steps around some glass windows, which is where the cashier is. Doesn't matter if you're VIP or not. The cashier is going to be in a protected location, and you can see her pick up a phone and talk. She doesn't seem like suspicious of you, but she definitely is like, "What do I do? What do I do?
Can't piss off a goose.
Honk, honk!
We have teeth.
Yeah.
Steal shit."
Yeah, basically.
All right.
That's the mayor.
Yeah.
And now, Mr. Burble.
Mr. Burble.
There we go. When you arrive, you see that there's this is a very lavish looking but small room. There's only 2 tables here, funnily enough. One of them is a card table. The other one is a roulette table. Are you familiar with the game roulette?
Yeah.
So the game of roulette has a spinning wheel, ball field of 38 numbers and various different other places to place bets. But the funny thing is that the roulette table is completely abandoned. There's no one there except for a croupier who is standing there, who is just waiting. They don't bother like rolling the table if there's no one placing bets. Otherwise, the other table, the card table, is a very lavish looking poker table, the kind with like lighting on the underneath of the rail on the outside. There's sections for where the dealer is sitting with racks of chips in front of her. There's 4 players currently sitting around. They all have various stacks of chips in front of them, and the dealer is dealing out what seems to be a no-limit hold'em game, which you would definitely recognize based on your experience with poker. The players seem relatively friendly, but one thing that I should point out is that everyone in here except for the dealers are Cathane.
The dealers are not Cathane.
The dealers are not. The dealers are the roulette attendant is a incredibly attractive man, appearance 4, who he's dressed in what seems to be it's kind of interesting. He's dressed in a black suit, but he's got a silver tie, silver cufflinks, silver shirt, silver accents on his suit. And the dealer at the poker table is an extremely attractive woman, appearance 4, who is wearing an identical outfit, except, tailored for her. She's not, wearing a men's blazer.
Sure, yeah.
Would be gauche.
That would be very gauche, yeah.
Although her sleeves are, they are not down. Because if I remember correctly, dealers for poker games are not supposed to have, like in really fancy poker games, are not supposed to have sleeves extending
hands,
close to their hands.
Which is really just like for the optics of the situation, right? Like they're not gonna cheat.
Does this stand to reason that they're both enchanted mortals then?
Not necessarily, because they would just see all the Cathane as mortal.
So we used... it was just because we used a chimerical door. So I was wondering if this whole area was like a freehold or a chimerical
Not
room?
necessarily. It means that the door is chimerical, which means they wouldn't, if they don't have the sight, they wouldn't be able to see it or use it. But that doesn't mean that there aren't other doors in this room that would lead elsewhere in the casino.
They could have access. Cool. Dette's about to find out.
Hopefully.
Oh boy. I'm taking a look between the two.
Mr. Burble, you're going to have to wait. Your game will begin in 20 minutes. Please, feel free. The bar is available. I will be your server today. You may call me Gilles.
Thank you, Gilles. will I be meeting the Duke then?
Oh, yes. As I said, your game will begin in 20 minutes.
He's not playing now? I kind of look over at the players.
No, the 4 players who are sitting at the table, there are 3 trolls.
Okay.
And 1 very amused looking puka. A goldfish puka.
Oh my god.
How did?
No, he's got
in a bowl?
he's got like
Is he in a bowl?
like
Gold
rigid
scales.
things that kind of have the look of scales patterned around his head down. He has a sort of a mustache and beard that give
that's
like
yeah.
the implication of the
Whatever the thing on the fish's face is. I don't know. Whiskers. I get they're whiskers. Yeah.
Catfish have whiskers.
Well, I'm not much for drinking, especially if I'm about to meet someone.
perhaps some
important.
canapé.
Oh, please, that would be lovely. And perhaps just some soda water.
Of course, one must keep their wits about them. So he goes behind the bar and he gets you a fucking soda water, you wuss.
Excuse
And-
me. I'm gonna get.
Oh, sorry. I'm just treating people how people treat me in bars.
Ah, yes, of course. I'm sorry. Yes, a lot of hurt here. My apologies.
No, they don't. I have not had a single bartender who's been like,
Oh, no.
ugh,
No,
Yeah.
ever.
Bartenders
Why would they?
weirdly don't do that. Yeah.
You're
yeah.
not going to tip
weird.
as high a percentage?
Come on.
Yeah, but they don't seem to care. Like,
Oh, thankfully.
I think it's also because if I'm there, they assume that it's because I'm going to drive someone
Well,
else.
exactly.
Honestly,
They're
That's
pleased
fair.
to have some sober friends in the
Yeah.
group.
Yeah. I think that anybody who, like, the percentage of sober people in a bar also lessens the potential, like, drama.
That's
in a
also
scenario.
incredibly true.
But he serves you some food and the soda water and garnishes it with a lime. And well, I don't go to dive bars with barbed wire, Kung Fu Fenris. I'm not
I've
that
never
cool.
been at that divey a dive bar.
Damn. I mean, I kind of want to. I lean back and stretch and kind of observe the table. It's rude to watch. I'll try not to look too closely at the game.
People do watch at poker tables. If you start signaling it to anybody, then you're dead. But
Yeah, exactly.
it seems like the goldfish is winning. The trolls are very good-naturedly losing their money slowly, but they are also very drunk.
Oh boy.
And the dealer is being very professional about it, but she's joking with the players. Like there's, it's clear that everybody here kind of knows each other.
Right. Oh yeah. No, go ahead.
Dette.
Yes. As I attempt to. I did it.
Congratulations.
We have secured you a place at the
you.
table.
Thank you.
Will you come with me?
Thank you very much. And I will follow.
She guides you out into the casino proper and takes you to a table that's has a velvet rope separating it from the rest of the floor. You are sitting among some Ottawa elite. Who could we possibly have as Ottawa? So there's an anchor for the CBC Ottawa news desk.
Oh
Great.
damn!
There
It's
is
got to be like an
The
Ottawa.
Prime Minister.
Ottawa, like an Ottawa senator.
there's the Honorable Justice.
But honestly, like a member of the
A member of
Sens,
Parliament.
probably.
Probably
Yeah,
an
MP.
MP.
A member of Parliament will say that it's the member
Chief
of
of
Parliament
Police.
representing the.
DA.
It's Mark Garneau.
Yay! I was thinking it.
Lord
Astronaut.
Dufferin. Oh.
Astronaut.
So Mark Garneau,
Governor General.
the anchor for the CBC Ottawa news
Yep.
desk. An Ottawa senator. Which Ottawa senator will it be?
A hockey Ottawa Senator, of
Yep.
course. Not one of those
Not the
job for life
upper
on the
limits.
The
Upper limits of the chamber.
$25 orange
the
juice.
American counterpart, not the American, the male counterpart to
Yes.
your team.
He's-
Ooh, that's out of date. Bing, what's wrong with you? Bing's like, the
Oh.
current
Oh, why
owner
would
of
you
the
be
Ottawa
Bing?
Senators is Eugene Melnick. No, it's not.
Really?
Eugene Melnick is dead.
Oh
Oh,
god.
God.
Like,
Shakes.
and he's been dead for a little while.
Yeah,
like a couple of months, not, but like,
Sure, but still.
Didn't I write down some senators that I was going to reference at some point somewhere?
Daniel Alfredson.
Uh,
That's literally my knowledge here.
Katja, Chabot,
Spezza.
Branson, Carlson. There's a Carlson on the senators. Shall
We're
we
gonna
just pick
say
one of the Carlsons?
it's Chabot.
Chabot.
Thomas Chabot, I
Chabot.
believe is how it's pronounced. Actually, funnily enough.
Incredible.
Great.
I love that Mark Renault's just like
Thought
high
I'd play
stakes
some poker.
Roland Lacklemy.
Whatever.
So
if you're
we have
watching
those
Mr.
three,
Garneau,
and
I'm
then
so
who's going to be the last one who's at the table already? It's got to be someone from Ottawa who's like, here, hold on.
Who's
I
the
mean,
like
it
artistic
is-
director of the English National Arts Center?
Matthew Perry.
Matthew Perry, like from Friends? Am I?
Yes. Do you know why?
What?
Because Matthew Perry is from Ottawa.
Oh, wow. What the hell's he doing?
Visiting family.
I guess.
Don't mind me. Just playing some poker with all these really cool people.
He grew up in Ottawa.
I just
That
play
is true, actually.
hockey.
His
he went
mother
to-
is a Canadian journalist and former press secretary to former Canadian Prime Minister Pierre Trudeau.
He probably went to
Who's also at the
Ashbury or
You were a gun for a second.
other fancy private school, probably.
So Matthew Perry, although Matthew Perry very famously is sober, so he does not have a drink next to him.
Well, he probably has like a club soda or something. It's a lemon one.
Because I was thinking,
Known
like,
for
whoever's the shawarma
his
king.
Wikipedia page says known for Chandler Bing on Friends.
Oh, wait, you know shit.
Never would have guessed.
Yeah. That's funny.
The four of them greet you with polite nods. Mark Garneau seems to know who you are.
Incredible.
Would you join us? We're playing. What's a good game for this?
Not Baccarat.
Yeah, we're playing blackjack.
Perfect. I'm going to sit down and politely.
And how much are we to bring?
I'm going to look around at the chips available.
They seem to have
Oh, boy.
each player seems to have like around $2,000 worth of chips.
Thank God you have Burble's money.
My shit.
This is a low stakes game for them. Matthew Perry certainly, considering that he probably made $2,000 in the 5 seconds it took for him to sit down.
I will buy in at 2,000 with the mental note to not play very much at all.
Yes, just hemorrhage the chips. Don't bleed them.
Yes, exactly.
Love this so much.
That is pretty wild.
Mickyl,
Hey,
where are you?
I'm going through the door.
So you walk up to the door, put your hand on the doorknob,
Yeah.
pull. Nothing happens.
Damn it.
It's a push.
I try to push.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
It would actually be amazing.
Whole campaign.
The door doesn't even like rattle.
I had the overwhelming urge to just break the door.
Eat the door.
I have strength 4.
You could try to break the door.
Reserves of strength.
Reserves.
Specialty.
You could try to break the door if you want to.
Could I? Okay. I'd like to attempt a stealth break of the door.
Okay. You cannot interact with the door in that way.
Oh.
Like you can grab the handle, but when you try to approach the door,
Interesting. Oh, guest list.
Probably, eh?
My one weakness.
My one weakness.
Hey, fuck you, she.
Fuck you.
hey, fuck you.
I wonder how long it would take me to just like become a baroness real quick.
Can you eat the
I don't know.
guest
Last
list?
time it took you to be a baroness, it took you about 125 sessions.
Buckle up, everyone.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Nickel and the door.
You started at night.
Got a long way to go.
Yeah, if I eat the previous baroness, do I
If you
take
eat the
on?
Duke,
could you eat
there's
the
a Duke
guest
in the
list?
building.
Yeah, can I eat the get?
I don't think you can. I don't think you can
list.
eat a cantrip, presumably, right?
No one's ever
Red
tried.
cats can technically eat anything, but no, you cannot eat the guest list. The orichalcum rule is a thing.
Very well, very well. I knock.
find another way
Can
in.
I knock on the door, even though it's guest listed, or can I? Or does that count as interacting? Like I cannot.
You could knock on the
That
door
is-
frame.
An excellent.
I
use
will
of
knock on the
orichalcum
door
rule.
frame.
Okay, you knock on the door frame. From the inside, you hear knocks, and Gilles immediately looks up, and he looks very concerned.
What's wrong?
If you'll pardon me, Mr. Burble, for a moment.
Of course.
And he steps around from behind the bar. The trolls do not seem to be paying attention. The goldfish just is raking in some more chips. The dealers have not made any move. And then goes up. And then you hear from the other side of the door, "Who is it?"
Didn't think that far ahead. The campaign.
It's Mickyl. I was told you needed extra security tonight.
All right, I'm just going to confirm with you that that's what you said. It's Mickyl.
Yep.
Mickyl, huh? I haven't heard of you.
Why would you? I do fucking security.
All right, take 2 steps back from the door, please.
Uh-huh.
I'm 2 steps away from the. I do take 2 steps away from the door.
Okay. The satyr shakes his head, and then you see him reach into his jacket, and he pulls out a very long, thin reed. Pardon me for just a moment. Again, sir. Again, this is for your protection.
Take your time.
He inserts the reed into a small peephole in the door, and then
What are my chances
So
of
James
noticing
Bond.
slash
It's
dodging
pretty
this?
sick, actually. Yeah, it's pretty slick.
Why don't we find out if you perceive it first? That's a perception
Oh dear.
firearms.
Okay, I have no firearms, so is that
Minus
plus
plus
one.
1 diff.
plus 1 diff?
Plus 1 diff. So your perception check will be 8. That includes your plus 1 diff.
Okay. Let's spend another willpower.
Okay.
Yoink. Hey, that's 2 successes.
Okay, so you do notice, so you will get the chance to dodge this.
I would love the chance to dodge
All right,
this.
so that is a dexterity athletics,
All right.
and your difficulty is going to be. You do notice, and you had how many successes total?
2.
2 successes. All right, we'll say that your difficulty to dodge the dart is going to be difficulty 7.
Okay, I'm going to
Against
spend another willpower because I'd love to
My attack.
not miss the fun.
What's gonna happen? What, you die?
Oh, but I'll miss
suppose you might
everything.
die.
I'll wake up and y'all have won
Fully
$300
just
each.
poison.
No, she'll just
Is
be
that
like
the best
brought
outcome you can
into
think
the
of?
room, hung there upside down by her ankles.
Oh boy. Oh, nice. And then
This is for your
Spend another
protection,
round, so
Burble.
4.
tied to a chair and just.
Oh no.
Oh no, not doing that. Okay.
I rolled no successes.
Yes.
If he had botched, he would have swallowed the dart.
Gotta take a deep breath. Oh no!
It's in my bloodstream.
Clunk.
Burble,
Healer, healer, are you okay?
Help me. Oh, I can help you. Are you attracted to anyone in the room?
Call the needy. I have to help. No, Burble, no. He's your enemy.
You hear a
shit.
as the dart clatters against the asphalt.
Okay.
Kiss my asphalt.
I want to. Let me know if this is too much, but I want to grab the reed and shove it backwards through the peephole really fast, using hopefully the advantage I gained
I mean,
by
you could just
dodging it.
punch the reed. You could just like slam it instead of grabbing it and doing that.
I want it to go into his face.
Yeah, exactly.
presumably his
if
mouth's
you
still
grab
on
it,
it.
then there's less reed
Ooh,
to go.
can I grab
so-
it and go hyunk so he thuds his head?
Well, probably not, because he's probably holding it like this, so it thunk his fist.
But if you
He's not like his lips aren't attached
but if you
to the
like
reed.
slam it, then it'll probably
Yeah.
jump back through his
Yeah,
face.
I just want to hurt him using the reed.
I think that would work.
Yeah.
So I shove it backwards through his
Here's the
throat.
demonstration. Here is
Oh.
the reed.
Yeah,
So if he's going like this,
yeah,
boom. What I'm suggesting is that you just go,
yeah. That's what I was.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
because you said I want to grab it.
Well, yes, because I didn't want to hit the pointy end on my hand. I want to grab it so I
okay.
can shove it backwards. That way.
All right. Okay.
Ow,
that
my
makes
hand.
sense. Okay. So that's going to be. I'm going to say that that's a straight up wits brawl because you have to be very fast with this.
Cool.
and I will roll against you.
I think I'm definitely... Burble's definitely watching, but hasn't moved yet.
That's 3 successes.
I rolled 4 successes, and then I also rolled 2 ones.
Oh!
What is with
Well
my dice
done.
today? So you hear a and the satyr takes a step back from the door and just like is very clearly like
So I press my face up against the peephole.
the reed is just like dangling out of its mouth or out of his mouth, but like not attached to anything, at least not the teeth.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Did I pass your test? Up against the peephole. Let me the fuck in.
The trolls turn at this, and 2 of them are like, oh no. The third one is just like, I've lost everything.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
The goldfish stands up and starts like scooping the chips into his into his shirt. So he's lifted his shirt up and he's got like pulling the chips into it like that. Satyr is just like and like grabs a hold of the reed and pulls, but like it's not coming out.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a doctor.
I'm gonna rush over and try to help Gilles.
How?
That's a great question.
Do you have medicine?
No. Actually, straight up, no, so I can't.
So, I mean, you could pull it out, but you don't know whether that'll help or not.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, well, no, I go over to him and who can I call?
Ghostbusters.
Yay!
Back to Dette.
Probably accumulating debt. I attempt to play blackjack safely.
Let's
Safely.
Like,
do
I
you
don't
have any
gamble.
kind of gaming skill?
What
No.
would that be?
Burble does.
It'd be-
He
it's
has
like
a
a-
special skill, but I
Yeah.
don't have a special skill.
Okay, because Burble, yours is poker, but I would assume that poker would probably lend you some knowledge of blackjack. that
Yeah, I
kind of
think
thing.
so.
So I'm just going to have you roll a die of luck, please. On a 7 or higher, you're going to be winning. On a 2 to 6, you're going to be doing, like, you're going to be losing, but not badly. And on a 1, you're going to be, well, we'll find out.
Luck be a lady to.
1!
One!
I used a different die, and it still gave me a
really
1.
tragic. Potentially tragic. I mean,
Mark Garneau says you're banished from Earth. Why not to go to space?
thank goodness I've got my shuttle just outside.
You start
It was my
hearing
ride.
bag raiders in the background?
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Jesus.
It's even a hockey meme. Nice.
We're never going back to the casino again.
You start you start winning like considerably. You're getting dealt 11s and you're doubling down all day. We're talking like supreme luck, and everyone else at the table is starting to murmur about how you're stealing all the good cards, and at first it's like lighthearted banter, and then afterwards it starts being like a holy shit, why is this happening? Whereas you are just getting, you know, like blackjack 20, blackjack over and over again. The dealer is the one dealing, so it's not you. Until eventually, Matthew Perry gets up from the table and just is like, I don't know what the fuck is this, but you're buying the next round.
Fair. I'm going to take the appropriate stack of chips and put them aside.
The handler who came up
Yeah.
before comes up and says, Ms. Dette, you have a phone call.
Okay. I point to the chips.
I counted these.
Like, no, the chips that I just put aside for the drinks. I'm buying the next round.
Of course. If you
And
please.
then I will follow.
For the whole casino? Yay.
The phone line is a landline that's attached to the wall. And just press the red button when you're ready, ma'am. So I understand that you're a bit of a gamer. I consider myself a bit of a gamer myself.
Sorry, I don't recognize your voice. Who is this?
This is the Duke. I was wondering whether you had a chance to play.
I have been playing, yes. But,
This game is beneath you.
Candace Cantley did make mention of a very special game happening here. Is she a friend of yours?
I haven't heard that name in a long time. Are you friends with Candace?
We only met today.
That would make some sense. Very well.
There's photographic evidence.
I'll invite you to the game. Just turn to the handler and ask to be taken to the basement. She'll understand. You'll have to say goodbye to your new friends, of course. They aren't invited. Don't worry about your chips. She'll take care of them.
They aren't going to be mad that I, left while I was winning, are they?
Anybody who receives a phone call in the middle of a game probably isn't having the best of nights anyway.
I'm not having a good night, then, is what you're telling me.
They aren't. You seem to be winning. I'm curious if your luck will hold out.
What happens if I decline?
There's never an obligation to play.
Thank you for your offer. Click.
Oh. Interesting.
Mickyl's down there. I'm going to turn to my handler and ask to be brought to this game.
To the basement?
Yeah. Whatever I was told to ask.
Of course. Right this way. I'll make your apologies for you.
Thank you.
The two dealers, as it were, have stopped their games. They have immediately pulled their chips and they have sunk them into a lockbox. Like it's a quick and it just gone.
Nice.
Right away. And they turn the key and they stand up. Hi.
Is he talking to me?
I mean, you can't tell. He's
Kinda
on
hard
the
to
other
know,
side
yeah.
of the door, and he has currently a reed in his mouth.
Clearly, I would be an asset on your security team. Let me in, and I will make you feel so much better. Or don't.
Is this an intimidation that you're trying? Yes. Okay, so why don't you roll me your manipulation and intimidation? I will say that your difficulty is 5 because you are doing it through a door, but you are also
A rude coup.
doing it to somebody who you just recently assaulted.
Did you say 4 or 5? Sorry.
Difficulty 5.
5. Great. Thank you.
Yeah. In very grand fashion.
That's 2 successes.
Wait, do you get a bonus to your?
I do. I thought you were
It's
factoring that
-2,
in.
right?
Yeah.
So no, your difficulty's 4.
Would you like me to re-roll?
No.
No,
I don't want to fucking re-roll. I want you to give me the goddamn answer.
3 successes.
God.
Sorry, I'm a little excited.
You're worked up, huh? It's all right, buddy.
Look at that gaming table. The door opens up.
I would like to treat his wound,
So,
if he lets me.
I mean, he needs
medical attention.
medical attention. But you could help him to the point where at least you can get it out of his mouth. He'll still probably have to go to a doctor.
I'll do that.
Okay.
You should really be more careful with darts.
Sorry.
Yeah. At this point, a door on the other end of the room opens up, and Dette, you are shown inside. The game is going to begin in, at this point, 15 minutes.
On my way down, I would have sent it a quick text. just to like.
It's funny. There's no signal down here.
No, on my, like when I was up in the casino.
Okay.
Before I like left the casino floor, I would have sent a text.
2?
But no, just Gan or someone back at the Freehold being like,
Well, I don't know.
I get to join. I get to join an extra private game tonight. Winky face, smiley face, thumbs up, hockey sticks, gold net, like alarms, like
Yeah.
something that could ostensibly be innocuous if they like check my phone.
It's a very good series of emojis.
Mickyl has forced her way in. Dette has played her way in. Burble has lied his way in. We'll see what happens next session.
Woo! What a fucking madness.
I was really not expecting that one.
On the
That was great.
roll there, yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, that's why we ask for the rolls sometimes, right? If it
Didn't
would be
you roll?
interesting.
You rolled 2 dice of luck and they were both 1s, right?
Yeah.
No. Amazing.
That's a 1 in 100 chance.
Damn.
Roll me one more die of luck, please.
Make it the same die.
No, I'm gonna choose the other metal die. Oh, it was almost a 1, but it bounced back to a 9.
All right.
Hey.
It was like leaning. It was leaning.
Burble's 11. Wait, why am I the ocean? Why am I Danny Ocean in this situation?
Either of us.
It's true. It wouldn't be you guys either. Good lord.
Hello.
Actually, no.
Because the one who's always eating is Mickyl. That's
Oh.
Brad Pitt.
I'm
That's
Brad
fair.
Pitt.
And Dette would be
Brad Pitt and the
Don
drivers.
I feel like I would be Don Cheadle.
Dette is Matt Damon.
Matt Damon,
I really
thank
need to
you.
watch the original.
the original Ocean's
I
11.
haven't seen it.
Like the
Like with-
original original.
The Rat Pack.
Yeah. I haven't seen it either.
I don't know if it's any good.
I don't think it
I
would
doubt
hold up.
it.
But we'll see. I am going to ask, what did you learn today? And we're going to start today with Catherine.
Well, Jonathan, I learned that
Owned. Legit.
you gotta keep on your toes and be ready for surprises. Whether it's a funky little furry chimera that turns into a big hulking one, or a Sloa that tries to, end you, or suddenly being at a really cool poker table and then asked to join a scary one.
I just hit Liz with $1.
My foot. Oh, sorry. Please.
We're both trying to
threw a
like
dollar at
hit
Liz?
It'll be
you.
your right foot and my left foot.
See, that's a meet cute.
Oh, it's true.
Oh, our feet.
We both reached for the same thing and our hands touched.
Feet touch. Your feet touch.
In high school, that's basically second base.
Yeah.
All right, Scott.
Pizza.
I learned something. I learned that because one of Burble's primary drives in life is to sort of, alleviate the suffering of others and to sort of like help other people in their hour of need, that that it's not going to get him into trouble. He's already come to a reckoning with the sense that like trying to help someone has gotten someone else hurt, and that's a problem for him. Like I think the ethical quagmire of like, oh my god, I hurt some dude who's maybe doing bad, but like it's in the service of helping someone else, Well, what I learned is that Burble doesn't necessarily want to have to hurt someone in order to help someone else.
Yeah,
dear.
for someone who owns the Thunder Cannon, this is an interesting.
And is friends with a Cluricon and Red Cap. Like, I'm
It's true.
so
I actually don't know how that
sorry.
happened. It was wild.
Oh my god.
But good point, because I don't know if he sees that as like it's a weapon. Like, would he use it though? I don't know.
I learned that I've played a lot of intelligent, good at planning characters, and Mickyl is not one of them. So when given the choice of do we go the normal public entrance, every impulse in me was screaming, just work your way through, be cool, be part of the guest. And then the intelligence one part of me was like, just go to the VIP entrance and lie. And then keep doing stupid things.
Kate, do you want to highlight somebody's play here?
I I would like to highlight something that hasn't already been stated. I would like to highlight Burble's attempt to converse in the car and quick backpedaling to save his life.
The old backpedal. That's how it kind of went down.
Yeah, I appreciate the effort, and I also appreciate the lack of "I'm a PC, I'll be fine."
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah.
I
I'm
will
a PC. I'll be fine.
Yeah.
despite the sort of lack of like, country changing life and death stakes, I actually feel a lot less secure in my mortality in this game than I have in other games that we've played, because I'm just like, you could squash me like a bug. Like I really feel
for sure.
pretty strongly about that.
Scott?
I really want to highlight Liz, Mickyl's decision to just be like, no, you're a VIP. We're going to the VIP. Like again, like you said, rather than think things through, sometimes you have to take a direct route with like no ethics and just kind of go for it. And I love that. Just
Thank
talk
you.
your way in, or intimidate your way in, or smash someone's face in.
Yeah, okay. I need to get through this door. How am I going to do that? Aggressively,
Yeah.
I guess. I loved Dette's, like, this carried on from the mayor's meeting to the casino. Dette is like an unwilling celebrity, but she will absolutely use it when she needs to, and it's so funny when she does.
Yeah.
Like, it just makes me laugh.
Mark our nose here. Oh, okay.
And one of my favorite things is when one of Kate's characters gets a slew of good luck because she just doesn't trust it, and watching Kate's reaction to it is like when Patches got like all
The
that good
uppy.
luck. Exactly.
Yeah.
And then Dad, oh God, it's so funny. So thank you so much.
That's Gilles and Mickyl, Kung Fu Fenris, I assume, or
Gickle.
Or is it the other satyr
oh, it's a good
from the
question.
limo?
Themis? Oh no, that's Gilles.
That's Jill.
Same dude, yeah.
I thought they both went back to the limo.
No, just the red cap.
Sorry. He was nice.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
Liz
they
feels
did
And then
both.
you
bad.
fucked him. Wait, actually,
They
hang
did
on.
both go back.
Yeah. So then who was with me?
It was
Yeah.
a different satyr.
Okay.
That satyr's name is Jill.
Okay. Cool.
There you
Cool,
go.
cool. No,
Ah,
totally
there's
fine.
multiple
Yeah,
satyr's.
I actually
Jill
had
is
that
the
moment.
server. Yeah.
Yeah. I had the same moment there. I was
Yeah.
like, no, you didn't.
Jill is the server.
Yeah, you did.
No, it's a
Oh,
different
right.
satyr.
You're right. Totally right.
Jill.
Hot satyr driver.
Oh, Themis. Yeah. Themis.
Yeah.
I mean, let's.
I don't
do
think we
that,
got
though.
the
That's hot.
car satyr's name.
No, we did not.
No.
There you go.
I mean, I want to highlight the whole casino atmosphere because it's like, I think I pictured something in my head, and it's sort of this, but also
I just love the
us
fucking
three idiots all over. And
through the window. It's
Like,
like so James Bond.
I was so
So good.
good. Oh my God.
There's something really intimidating about the Duke, because we don't know anything about this person yet at all, right? Like legitimately, they're probably in charge of this game, and I think that's about it. And they have a voice because they spoke to Dette. But like beyond that, we know nothing. And yet, I've painted like a full picture already because it's very evocative of like
I wonder how right
motivation.
it is.
Well, this is so I'll write down my predictions then. If you want to play that game, we can do that.
Prediction:
We're
it's the
already
goldfish
playing a game.
puka.
Ah, gasp!
Okay.
What the hell was Tala doing here? Well, Tala's dead, Kung Fu Fenris. I don't think you have to worry too much.
She's not. They're not murderers.
Chimerically dead.
This is what unnamed satyr
Maybe.
said.
Maybe not. Maybe just
Yeah, she could be-
unconscious.
She could be chimerically dead.
It's true. There you go.
Yeah, I think the implication was they're going to chimerically kill her and yeet her onto the street.
Yikes.
You just like mashed someone's face up.
So
Yeet her into the streeter.
I asked to be let in nicely
That's not.
once.
That's not how that works.
That's Mickyl's play. I'll ask once nicely. It's never worked until now.
Soon word will spread and people will
I also
start.
like that Gilles was like, I know how to deal with someone coming to my door. Poison darts. It's really extra, and I love it.
Who
Very
says
James
poison?
Bond. Oh, it's true. It could just be a dart.
It's just a dart. Like,
No.
come on, man.
What the hell?
It's like casino
one of those-
mosquitoes or some shit.
One of those magnet darts.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Those that never fucking worked.
It's true.
Never worked.
No, not at all.
What's happening this week?
We got lots of streams throughout the week. I am streaming on Tuesday. That's 1800 over on twitch.tv/Biff the Boss. We're continuing our Disco Elysium Superstar Hobo Cop run. And I don't know what those words mean, but it's been a great time. Join me for that.
On Wednesday, I'm going to be continuing playing at the moment. Here's the thing. I was playing through Kingdom Hearts, and Kingdom Hearts it's definitely fun. It's rough going, that first game. First game's definitely the weakest because it's like the first.
Right.
So we'll see. The other option that I have is to start a darker side run of Super Mario Odyssey. But see. So we'll see. But that's Wednesday and possibly Thursday as well. I was planning on streaming last Thursday. I did not. Work's been rough, but hoping it's going to get better.
Friday, we are continuing the Punch Effect. We took a week off to play some Dream Daddy with Jess. Now we're back. Mass Effect 3. Wow. Saturday, we are continuing Nancy Drew and the Secret of the Wooden Lady.
Correct. You may also have noticed on the Discord there's currently a poll up in regards to another movie night. If you're not a member of the Discord or if you're not tuned in there, do check it out. We like to host movie nights on the Discord every once in a while. This will not be a night. It will be a morning for me, but it works for the most number of people, so that's always a good time. But then to jump back, but then to jump forward, you can probably catch me over on twitch.tv/Biff the Boss again at 5 p.m. for Doomed, which will be a new Arkham run or a new board game run. Stay tuned for more details.
Next Sunday, we'll be back here. Same Riverwild time, same Riverwild channel. 5 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. You can also catch us out on YouTube or your podcast provider of choice, or on our Discord, which is linked below.
Mm-hmm.
You smell that? Apparently it's coughing into one's elbow.
I don't. What is that?
Smell that? That's the smell of summer.
Oh.
On its way, kind of like we're in the middle of summer right
Yeah.
now, but it's definitely like we're over the crest. We're moving down. Hopefully things are going to get cooler for all of you out there who've been experiencing a lot of heat waves. It has been rough stuff, but we're hoping that you're going to be feeling better also. Hoping that if you're out there, you're keeping safe, and I'm going to steal that thing again. Take care of yourself, and if you can, someone else too. We are going to go take care of ourselves because we've got some nudes
Oh,
to
my.
crunch through, and by nudes we mean noodles.
Oh, okay.
So thanks so much for all of your support. We hope to see you on the Discord, and we will always be heading. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.